inside Splash Chicago's premier aquarium podcast. Let's give it up for our hosts, Kyle, Glenn, and Branton Lightcap. This is the Inside Splash Chicago's premier aquarium podcast.
What's up, everybody? It's a Saturday night. Feeling all right. Hope you guys are feeling the same. Got my man Branton here. We're just doing some testing on some audio equipment. So we were, I wouldn't even call it late, man. It's 7:03, right? We're on time. We're here.
Yeah.
Jorge was calling us late 20 minutes ago, but sorry, I wasn't. I'm notoriously late in my normal life, except for jobs. That I take serious. But everything else, man, if I'm having fun, I try not to keep myself to a very tight schedule because it kind of ruins the fun for me. So let's, yeah. So what's up, man? How you feeling?
So can you still hear me?
Yes.
Cool. So yeah, I can totally have my headphones in and use the external mic.
Are you tap on the mic? Yeah. Fuck yeah.
So that's cool.
That is actually, that's handy. So then
Yeah.
you could be locked in. That man.
Yeah, because I like the mic because I don't know if anybody in the chat can tell, but maybe I'm a little bit louder, a little easier to hear.
What mic did you end up going with? I actually meant to ask that.
A sync. Hold on, what is it? It's a Cinco. Yes, Cinco.
Cinco.
So it's got a receiver that you plug into your phone, and then it's got two transmitters. Or maybe that's the other way around. Maybe there's one transmitter, two receivers. I don't know. Let's see here. So yeah, the receiver is the one that goes into your phone, and the transmitters are the mics. But
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because the mic is sending.
Yeah, I haven't used them until just now, so we'll see how they work. But I mean, as far as simplicity, I've managed to work it out, so it can't be that hard, I guess. I kind of just plugged it in, and I didn't have to sync anything because it's plugged into my phone. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the ones with I think they're called lavalier mics.
Yeah.
Yeah, lavalier mic. That it makes it nice, man. That's pretty much what I got, but I just got the slightly more fancy one because I was more worried about doing all the noise cancellation in the public. And to be honest, I mean, I've used it once, so but I mean, I use it around here, which is nice in the Fishroom.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I think a lot of people, when you first start YouTube, think about cameras, but no one thinks about audio. And I think audio is actually the most important part.
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. I mean, you don't want to be streaming on a real big piece of shit camera.
Oh, yeah. You don't want the Minecraft footage, right?
Yeah. But I mean, if anybody's got, a newer 5-year-old, phone, it should be all right.
Yeah. But let's shout everybody out here. We got Jorge in the chat. We got Linda Worth. We got Shady Grady. Oh, we got Zen Ginger. Oh, man. We got Ed's Aquatics. We got Big Steve, Jody P, a bunch of them. She was saying hi to everybody there. We got CRP. Oh, Cheryl Smith, what's up? We got Ben Sharp in the house. Ben's new logo is looking sharp. I'm digging it. That is a pretty logo. Nice and easily identifiable. That's like the one thing that people were saying about when I've made my logo, and I've noticed this like in chat, it's actually kind of hard to find. I know my logo, and finding my logo in chat is hard. Mm-hmm. Something about it just disguises itself, and I believe that your logo pops out pretty well there, Ben. So that's a good strong suit. Sketty's is another one that pops out pretty well there. What's up, Sketty? What's up? We got Stephen P in the house. Sarah the Great, what's up? And I think I gotta use that freaking. Oh, what's up, Henry? Oh, we got Patty. Jesus, man, this thing just keeps going.
Yeah.
They were blowing this chat up today. We got GNC, all things nature in Hawaii, Fish Nerd. Did Patty switch up his logo too? I think he did.
Yeah. Yep.
That looks different, dude. Very cool. Very cool. New year, new logo. Got Ryan Bushnell in the house. Stan Pittman. Yo, Stan, if you're free, man, you want to come up later? We'd love to have you. I'd love to get to talk to you, man. Hear a little bit about you. I think that'd be neat. If you're down, or you just shoot the shit. You don't got to talk anything about yourself, whatever. But if I just want to shoot that invitation out there, because I think we had kind of talked about that indirectly at some point in one of the chats or something. But yeah, let me know if you wanna come on up there, Stan. You can join us. But that'll be a little bit later. Basically today's show for right now, we're gonna touch base on like where we've been, what we've been doing in the fish rooms, and plans for this coming year. Everyone's kind of doing that thing where you start the year off and you want to have expectations for your fish room to kind of keep you motivated and have those projects that you want to make progress on, right? And I thought it was neat because I've seen that in a few other channels, not even just in the fish tube community, but a lot of different niches, And I like the idea of just setting that tone. And what we do here is we bring in a lot of different people to interview for our for local vendors and from Wisconsin area, from Illinois area, and to be honest, I haven't been able to go to a lot of swaps lately, so meeting new people has been kind of hard. So what me and Branton are planning on doing here is, this coming weekend, we'll be going out to the Quad City swap. And I think that's going to be a great opportunity for us to, shake hands with some people, meet some people face to face that we've never gotten to meet in person, maybe, or maybe you have, possibly, I'm not sure, but there's going to be some people there that I've never gotten to meet in person. And then in the YouTube community, I think there's going to be some people there that I'm really looking forward to. So that'll be awesome. And then just building the community. I really like to be, like boots on the ground for finding new people for the fish fam, especially because people have a hard time selling stuff in this community. And if you have something that's worth selling, I want to find a market for it, because why not get more healthy stuff out there to people? And I think the best people to do that are us, right? All of us hobbyists. So just putting that out there. That's pretty much what our goal is always for these Saturday swaps, is to bring those new people in. And it's usually people that don't have an online presence. I never actually said this out loud. I told Branton this though. Behind the scenes after the stream, we had Mikhail on, and he had said that he didn't do a whole lot of online stuff when I had him on. So I never even looked into his online presence. He had sent me links. I come to look into this guy's freaking profile, and his I think it was his Instagram was huge. His Instagram was huge. And I was like, what? Dude, we didn't even talk about it. But so I'm gonna keep that in mind too. I gotta do a little bit better research. Even if I assume something, I gotta make sure I actually cover my P's and Q's or whatever, dot my I's, cross my T's.
In all fairness, he could have brought that up though.
Yeah, well, that's what I was like, man, he didn't even say anything, dude. What I mean by huge is, I think he had pieces of content that were like million views. Big Instagram posts, which is for me, I'm kind of a nerd when that stuff. So it's not I'm not clout chasing. I just get really interested when oh, you made something that is that got big. It's cool to me. So it killed me that I didn't poke at that or pull those strings more to find out more information about what he was doing to make all that stuff happen. But
and then real quick, if any of you guys are going to Quad Cities, say so in the chat. And,
yeah, guys,
I'd like to know if any of you guys are going. I know Whip's going, as long as his health allows it. But I look forward to meeting him. So that's the only one I know of so far.
I thought Quad City, I thought Foxy, or
They're
somebody
gonna
else.
go. Foxy's gonna go on in the April.
Oh, is that what it is?
Ye-
I knew that she was like a vendor that had been there before, so I just kind of assumed she went to all of them. But that makes sense. So then she's
Yep. So we'll have to go again in April.
so all right. Skull is going in April, so
Yep.
April is going to be the next one, yeah, for sure. Because I
Yeah.
definitely want to meet up with Curtis out there too. Shake his
Yeah,
hand
I'd like to meet Curtis.
for sure. But yeah. So that's I think that's kind of part of like our plan is like just meeting more people. Restarting where we left off. We kind of had like a little bit of like a month. I think it was almost a month off of this, or 2-3 weeks. I can't remember. It's this past month has gone fast. So yeah, we'll get back to it and bringing those interviews in. And then yeah. So is there anything you want to say? I just talked a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed the time off. In my time off, I've still been in the chats and everything. Obviously, I've gone on a few streams. But yeah, it's good to be back. There's definitely been some. I guess are we going into, I don't know, what are we getting into right now?
Dude, whatever, man. I'm taking it pretty chill.
Okay.
I just want
So,
to, yeah.
I don't know. I guess some changes in my fish room have been since I've had this kind of little break. I've also had a lot of time off work. Man, I went to work. What was it, Thursday and Friday, and it was not that cool. Like, I didn't want to be there. It's hard to go back to work with having time off.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it was not great. So hopefully this week I can get back in the normal work swing. But it was nice having the time off. I was able to add. Let's see here. I got 3 more tanks down below this top row here. So I've got a total of 13 on this thing behind me. I've got a 29-gallon set up in the corner that eventually my trout gidades are going to go in. I look forward to getting those up here so I can watch them a lot more. Those are like really cool fish to watch. And right now the tub they're in is on the ground, which isn't terrible. But to be able to sit like this in front of the tank and watch them without like lounging on the ground would be pretty cool. So those are some really cool fish to watch. I mean, they're neat.
You said the trout. That's the trout goodies, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Iliodon furcidens.
Yeah. I've said this a few times, but they really have like a dwarf cichlid like behavior. They're
Yeah,
much smarter than
super
like
cool.
a guppy or anything. Yeah, you could see it, like the way they think a lot when they're moving around. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's neat. It's neat.
I found my first fry from them actually. Was it
Ooh.
4 or 5 days ago? I think. I don't know, but yeah. So I'm starting to get some babies from them. I don't know how many are in there. It's like the back, like third of the bin they're in is just packed full of guppy grass. So I don't know if you remember, what did I get? I got that little colony of blue dreams from Milwaukee Aquarium Society.
Yeah.
That time we went. Well, I threw them in there with the trouts, just to kind of see if I could get some shrimp going in there with them. They're a little bit bigger. They look like they'd like to munch some shrimp when they can, but all the adults are still there, and I'm starting to see a ton of little babies everywhere. So either they're outbreeding the predation, or I don't know, maybe I'm feeding the trouts well enough where they kind of leave the shrimp alone. I don't know. So I got a bunch of those shrimp in that tub too. So once I get the trouts out, the shrimp will kind of stay in there, and that'll just be like a little shrimp deal. But yeah, come Monday, I'm getting some blackworms shipped out to me. They're getting overnighted, so I should have them on Tuesday. I set up a tank last night actually during McStreamy. That's kind of what I was doing. Yeah, got a little 10-gallon set up for him and running. So yeah, I look forward to that. Actually, that's going to be a really neat project.
I'm really curious to watch that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I hope
yeah,
you make some videos about it and stuff because that'd be a
yeah,
fun project.
yeah. It
It's
should be
different,
really
you know.
cool. I've honestly, I've never even fed blackworms, so I mean, I've never had them in my possession, nothing. So it'll be a completely new thing for me. So
So
that I look forward to that.
the experience with blackworms I have, because we were talking about this, and I like just blanked on this whole experience. So like when I first started, I found this dude that was selling fish out in Naperville. He was selling fish and plants out of his house. He gave me a group of sky blue guppy fry, um, and some plants. And I had set up this like little square tank. It was just like a fry grow out for him. Threw him in there, and at one point I had seeded that gravel with like blackworms, and they never ate them because they were so tiny. You know what I mean? Like they were tiny, and I had taken them out of there at one point. And when I broke that tank down, I was pouring everything out, and I found these freaking worms, and I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, dude! I had totally forgotten about it." So I had kind of cultured them, but it wasn't even on purpose. You know, you just kind of threw them in there, and I am curious what other people think, like in the chat about this. Like, um, what are the reasons why they're so hard to get a hold of locally? Like
Yeah,
like the store that I have is always sold out, and I know they're in demand. Is it just like the demand is so high that you'll never meet it, kind of thing, or are they hard to culture?
I honestly I couldn't tell you. I mean, it's not like my whiteworm culture where I've got a bin of them and I just like slap them in the closet and pull them out every once in a while. I think you from everything. I mean, I've been doing a lot of research. I like to be prepared, um, but everything I've read, you basically got to keep them like fish, if not, um, I guess even a little more maintenance prone just because of the amount of waste that they produce.
Yeah,
From what I gather, they produce a lot of waste, uh, more so than plecos even. Um, so yeah, I mean the main thing that I've taken away from everything I've done is that you just got to make sure that water quality stays nice and clean.
yeah, this makes sense. They just don't reproduce fast enough
Mm-hmm.
because they reproduce by shredding, right? Like you shred
Yes,
them.
segmentation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I think that would be the most interesting part of automating that. Like, how would you? What would you do? So, like, do
Well,
you?
what I've got in there, so I went with a thin layer of sand, just because I like sand. Um, it's having sand is almost like a bare bottom tank. If you want to clean the mold off, I mean, it doesn't like get into the
Yeah,
gravel. So I figure I'd be able to clean the surface a little easier with sand, and I don't like doing bare bottom setups. It just doesn't do it for me. Um, but I've got so half of the tank is lava rocks, so I've got a thin layer of lava rocks as well. So I figure if I just get in there every once in a while and kind of like crush the lava rocks around, that maybe it'll like break them up for me.
yeah,
Um, but otherwise, I guess I mean you could pull them out and just start chopping them up with a knife. I guess
yeah, yeah.
slap them on a cutting board and chop them like an onion. I don't know.
I can't remember. It was a video or a live stream of somebody was talking about it, and it was like just get like a power head. Kind of gross, and I feel like it might almost be a blender in a way, but like just get a power head and kind of like suck them through, and it spits them back out.
Yeah,
But you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know if it would be might be a little too aggressive. But
I don't know if it matters. Like how as long as you're not like completely smashing them, I think I don't know.
yeah, yeah. Stan Pittman here. He says the food processor. Yeah, that's what I was. That's why I think that this, depending on how you. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I can't get rid of the comment. I think that depending on how you do it, I think that's what makes it an interesting culture. Because I think that there's like a lot of one other thing I was wondering about is you set up the tank. I wonder what it would be like for like one of those like low, not maybe not a low boy, but a like one of those lower clear tubs.
Well, that was so Curtis had posted a link for Greg Jones's video, and he runs a shallow hydroponic tray.
For sure.
And his setup was pretty cool. He had a flow through kind of system with a sump, and it was hooked to like a 700 gallon 700 gallons of water.
A sump makes sense with that because you'd be dealing with a lot of waste, right? Like you were saying.
Yeah.
So you add a lot of water without having to add height to the tank, right?
Yeah, and they really don't need height. It's not like they swim around. They pretty much cling to the bottom. And they have the ability to breathe atmospheric oxygen through I don't know if it's their ass or their head or what. So that was the part that I struggled on what I was going to decide to do. As far as container, tank, everything, I was like, should I go shallow? That way they can breathe oxygen from the air. But I mean, from what I've gathered, as long as the tank is well oxygenated, because they don't have gills or anything like that, but they absorb oxygen in the water column through their skin. So as long as there's enough oxygen for them in the water, they shouldn't need to go to the surface.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess my plan is to just, because I want as much water volume as I can, but I'm also not like I don't need a billion blackworms. I just need enough for me.
Yeah.
So I figure a 10 gallon would be okay.
Yeah, you're not trying to start a freaking farm for them and stuff.
Yeah, no. I mean, I would definitely love to if down the road if anybody wants to start their own culture, be able to help in that process. But yeah, I'm not going to be on some platform selling them by the pound and shit.
Let me answer this real quick because I want to make sure I get this answered. The MNC asked about the buckets. The buckets are in. The people that won Jeff's giveaway, I will be mailing those out Monday. Should be going out Monday. So everybody that's waiting on those. And then I also have a restock, a small restock on my website of the buckets. If you guys have been waiting on those, they are up on the website.
And then I noticed Jody, I've been trying to pay attention to the chat, but Jody asked a while back where I got them from. And I found them on eBay, and I'd have to pull it up on my phone, but I can send that to you after the stream if you want.
Holy crap, guys. I got to say thank you for all of you because it is up to 42 viewers 20 minutes in. This is definitely, we might be breaking some records tonight, guys. So thank y'all for showing up.
Cool.
Yeah, for coming to hang out. It means the world. And yeah, dude, sweet. So let's keep this rolling.
By the way, I don't know. Are you a member of Vibes' channel, Kyle?
Might not be. I'm not sure.
He just put out, he's got that little tiny tank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
about? Maybe. I don't know. Dude, my memory for all this stuff, unless I'm like looking at it, I'm not gonna remember.
Yeah, well, he's got this little tiny tank. I don't know what people in the chat will probably be able to tell you who makes it or whatever. But it's just this little tiny tank, and it's got like a little tiny sump that sits underneath it. But the little buckets that you print would be a perfect little water change bucket for that tank. Like you could do like a 25% water change with that bucket.
So is it one of those like the nano reef tank things? Like is it like really like the really tiny ones? Is it like a white like all in one system?
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. I don't think I've actually seen that, but but I know the product that you're talking about. I'm fairly certain because I bet he might have. What's up?
I was gonna say if somebody in the chat wants to say what the name is, or if they have already, I don't know. I'm having a hard time keeping up with chat.
Dude, yeah, the chat is like blowing up, guys, and that is like this freaking so cool. Ben,
Yeah,
I'm glad your stickers arrived. Did you get both orders, or did that other one just go missing? It was probably my handwriting, to be honest. That's why I felt so bad about that. My handwriting is atrocious, and that's something I'm working on changing. I'm trying not to write any of those labels anymore. I'm getting them all printed through the website now. So
yeah,
but
Skull
I'm
said
glad
PNW Aqua.
PNW Aqua.
If that rings any bells.
Is that where you got the black worms?
No, that's the tank.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess it's only 40 ounces.
Yeah, I actually had their sticker up here, but I think I had to take it down because it didn't fit and the corner started peeling up. But it was an awesome Cardinal Silawasi shrimp sticker, dude. And I'm really sad that I don't have it anymore because I got it from Aquashella and I'm probably not going to be able to get another one. But yeah, no, that's a cool company actually. And man, I had another one from their company too, I think. But yeah, no, that's a neat company, and I bet that might have been. Aqua. Oh, there's two Zens, PNW Aqua, and there's PNW Customs, I guess. So I think mine might have been Customs, to be honest, or is it the same company, and we're just confused between the two names? Oh, so this is it. Yeah, this is the mini Reef Ready tank. Yeah, that's definitely it. But oh Jesus, we got 10 more people that are members. Members, by the way, I because I'm so thrown off, I went out to dinner right before this and I forgot to say this in the beginning. Members, go to the membership thing and look for the post that I said. And if you want to be entered in our giveaway to be made into a Fishroom Punk for this stream, which will be happening later, because I can't do that through the giveaway thing here. I have to do it all manually, which is going to be a process I'll have to learn. So we're gonna be yeah. But make sure you guys go to the membership page, comment on that if you want to be entered to be entered in that win. So yeah, members.
Yeah, and then some of the new fish I got are these stir-bys down on my bottom right. And this was the first time that I've actually had to deal with something wrong with a fish in a long time. Yeah, I got them home. I took them out of the bag. I put them in the tank, and they swam to the bottom and they sat. They didn't move, and I thought that was kind of weird. But sometimes fish take a day or two to kind of settle in. Maybe kind of self-acclimate a little bit. Well, after about 2-3 days, they're just like, if they moved, it was very minimally, like maybe, not very far, and they're just all sitting there. And then I came up on, it was either the third or the fourth day, and I had a couple of them laying on their side. And I was like, all right, well, I got to do something. I can't just let them waste away. And I had noticed their, the bellies were kind of getting a little sunken. And I was kind of talking to Roxanne and Brian on one of the Egg Watch streams, and we kind of came up with a plan to dose them some Paraclens. I had some Paraclens downstairs in one of my cabinets, and they're on day 5 treatment right now. So they went from Friday last week all the way up until it was Thursday. No, it was Thursday this week. So almost a full week without eating, and I finally got them to start eating some bloodworms. So they're kind of on the up and up. They're nice. Swimming around now. They're moving around, and so I'm pretty happy about that. I didn't want to lose them guys. They're pretty sweet.
So I missed in the beginning. What fish were those?
The stir-by.
Oh, the stir-by. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. And so Paraclens, so you're assuming that they had some sort of internal parasite then?
Yeah, that was the thought. And
Yeah.
I mean, they were fine uh, in the tank where I purchased them. I mean, they were swimming around. They looked good, looked healthy. So I don't know if maybe the move kind of threw them off, and then whatever underlying issue that they were able to stay on top of kind of surfaced, and that's kind of what happened. They just took a downturn, and yeah, so that's I mean that's the only thing I can come up with at this point. I mean, I had the temperature up. Um, it I mean like I said, as soon as I saw them turning over like that, laying on their side, and then those sunken bellies, it was kind of
Yeah.
like you got to treat them with something.
Yeah.
But so they're making a full recovery. I didn't lose a single one, and I'm pretty happy about that.
Nice, man. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say it. Never mind. Not gonna knock on wood. We're not gonna go there.
Yeah, I
But
mean it's been years, like
yeah, right.
years. I mean, but I mean, everybody preaches that you got to have that medicine on hand, and it was really nice being able to just run downstairs, grab some, and dose the tank.
Well, because if you didn't have it and you were already getting towards that, like they're on their side, man. If you don't do something, you would have had to wait another day. Might not have been able to do it, waiting for that medicine to come in. So that medicine cabinet, yeah. What is the shelf life on a lot of that stuff? Does it last a long time?
I really I don't know. I mean, honestly, they probably just have to put a shelf life on it because they're selling it.
But
I
yeah,
mean, as long as you're not keeping it in some dirty, musty basement or something, it's probably okay. I mean, I don't see why or how it could expire. And I could be wrong. Maybe it does expire, but either way, this was up to date. It expires in 26, but yeah, I wouldn't think it has an actual expiration. Like I said, as long as you're storing it properly.
Yeah. But oh man, so we had a lot of interesting stuff going on in the chat here.
Yeah, what's going on?
Just like talking about different pricing on tanks and how expensive they are and how they're not expensive. There's different niches for every level of business. That's yeah, I don't know. I'm not even gonna touch it. Asio, what's up? Aquatic Nest. Sorry, we had TJ. I want to shout him out. We got Mousy Files. Jesus Christ, you guys are blowing this chat up. I can't even scroll fast enough. All right. Oh my God. Yep. Every time I catch up, it jumps again. TJ Autocross, what's up? Thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you very much.
He talks very highly of this podcast. I think he's a big fan of
that means
going on. So
yeah, that means a lot, man. I hear that, and it means a lot to see you showing up here, especially because like one of my favorite streams is to watch freaking Vibes and see you guys up there, dude. So it's nice, man, because I never thought I'd be doing this, and then you're showing up to my stream as well. So it's freaking cool, man. I appreciate that. The Aquascapes, man, I gotta find the person that freaking suggested the project I'm working on. Still, I think that was ALA. I've been on this hunt for the person who suggested the keychains because I want to say that they're actually.
Now that you say ALA, it could have been Austin.
Yeah, you think so?
It could have been.
I remember the logo, and I remember it being like a black logo, and it was very like. I would say understated, like it wasn't a very loud logo or whatever. And I think the ALA is just like, it's kind of like an HHD logo. It's like black and white, So if anyone sees ALA, man, I gotta freaking talk to that guy and be like, yo, I'm gonna send you a couple of these for coming up with the idea when I get them done. But I would say 90% of the way to a completed keychain too. I sent you that one. It's a rough one because we had some sizing things to work out, but you can see it, like it's getting there. I haven't actually yeah, that's it. But I've been on the hunt for that guy. So so you got your Blackworm project. Is that was there another project you had brought up that you were talking about? The Blackworms, your trout goodies. You just had the babies pop up with those.
Yep, getting the trouts moved. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you want to bring those up, right?
Yep. Yeah, I want to bring them up to this room so I can just watch them better. Yeah, where they're set up, so I don't know. Maybe I can. So that's the tank right there in the corner.
For sure.
I'm eventually going to get that. I got a TV on a chair there. I'm going to get that moved, and then I can have a chair in between, this rack, and I can be able to, sit in front of that tank there. I don't know if we can go further down. So can you see the tank down there?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I got a peek of it.
Yeah. So that would be the Blackworm tank there. But
sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, just a lot of organization up here. For a while it was a mess because I was just in here ripping shit apart, putting shit together. There was just shit all over the place. So yeah, kind of getting some organization down and getting it all put together.
Skull ALA, the plant guy. I believe that is who we were talking about.
Yeah, that's Austin.
And then trouts are fun, great summer tubbing. Would you ever think about doing a summer tubbing, or can you?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't, just because I don't know how warm the tubs would get. I have a 55 gallon. Yeah. I have a 55 gallon barrel that I acquired in the fall, and I'll be doing a tub next year, and it'll be kind of a cool experience just to see how warm that thing will actually get. And that would dictate a lot whether or not you can do the trouts outside, because if they get too warm, I don't think it's that they wouldn't survive. It's that if they're held at a higher temperature for so long, it's my understanding that they become sterile.
Yeah. Yeah, actually I've heard that. Mark Pyle, what's up, man? It's cool to see you back at it. I think you put out a live stream for the first time in a while, not too long ago, dude. It was cool to see that pop up, man. Nice to see you. Pyle's he's another one that's really into killifish. Okay. Killifish, yeah, killifish, and I don't know if he's at the level of like Aquarium Fantasy Henry over there, but I know that Pyle was working with a lot of killifish, a lot of really interesting species and stuff too. So very cool.
And there's Ed right there confirming that though. Yeah.
I was just gonna bring it up. Yeah, they go fertile. So yeah, I had definitely heard that too at the live bear meetings that I go to. They had talked about that. There's something else I wanted to bring up here too, and I can't remember where it was. So for me, like what I really want to do is I want to get a pistos again. Like I want to get some sort of a pisto because I miss. How are yours doing, by the way?
Well, mine are doing great. I haven't noticed any babies yet. I'm always in here looking,
dude. That's what I miss.
The male is gorgeous. From when I first got him to now, I mean, he is like a whole new fish. I'll have to do like an update video on it or something, but he is absolutely stunning.
Dude, and the colors, like when they show off their full colors, man, the females and the males. Me personally, dude, I'm almost more of a fan of the females. The yellow, that when they get that beet yellow, or that freaking like true yellow, dude. Oh my god, I love it.
But yeah, I honestly think the female's on some eggs right now because I rarely see her. Before, anytime I would feed, they would both come up right away. They would eat the food, and then the female would harass the male and try and breed. But now over the past few days, I'm barely seeing the female. So I'm thinking she's either in the cave on some eggs, or I've got a piece of driftwood in there that's got some holes in it. So she might be in the back of the tank on that driftwood guarding some eggs too.
Oh, 1 second. I got to grab my phone here real quick. Got some information I got to take down to her.
And then, yeah, Jody's suggesting some blue flames. Those are really pretty. I don't know how they do in my water.
Yeah, so they're an Agassizi, right? So that's one of the species that is borderline. Dan's Fish had them. And if Dan's Fish had them, they'll usually do better or decent with hard water, but would you get them to breed? That's the thing. You know, they'd probably survive the breeding.
Yeah, because I'm not looking to just have them. If I get in a pisto, I don't want to at least breed it. And that's why I went with the Borelli. I'm gonna see if I can get these guys to breed, and then if I can, I'll try and venture off into some other ones, see if I can't make it happen. But
oh my god, I don't even know how to screenshot, Zen. I got a Dell computer. Is there a button for that? I don't know. I'll figure that out someday. But
what are we talking about? What's the info for streams?
Oh no, because I was taking a picture of ALA's email because Curtis had posted it, and I need to send the guy an email because since he gave me the idea, I would like to hook him up with a couple of them when I get the the order put in. So I just wanted to make sure I got his email so I could reach out to him and thank him for the idea. Because that stuff does it means a lot. I got blue flames growing out. Hope to breed them. Yeah, dude, they're freaking so cool, man. So pretty, but
cool. And Tristan's got like every Episto you could ever want. So it's not a matter of being able to get them. It's just a matter of whether or not I'm going to enjoy them. Because while it would be cool, like maybe if I do like a big community tank and I have a pair of them in there or something. But my focus right now is working on trying to get stuff to breed.
Yeah.
He had some really cool they weren't the blue flames, but they were like blue bonfire, and I had never heard of them before. So he took me in the greenhouse and showed me what they were all about. Man, talk about a beautiful fish. Those were incredible. Like, I mean, I honestly can't even describe, how they look. You would just have to see them. They were really neat.
I gotta check those out for sure. The one of these days, man, with freaking, I don't even know if I'd want to mess with the RODI water if I could set up the system.
Yeah, but yeah, if you're ever trying to get some pistos, Kyle, you just need to make a trip down here, and we'll go up to Tristan's. And
you see,
he's got so many, it's not even funny.
Is his water already at does he use tap water? Does he do RODI?
He does RO and remineralizes.
Oh, for sure. So he does remineralize, but it's probably still. See, the only thing is what I attributed a lot of my success with my first round of pistos was that I bought them from Dan's Fish, and since he uses tap water, I assumed that the acclimation was easier on them, and since they'd been bred in that tap water, that I would have a better chance because they were used to that TDS or whatever the fuck you want to call it, that mineralization, all of it, that kind of water, as opposed to getting something that raised, in the water that they should be in, I guess, a softer water. But it's like when I bring them to my water, then they might be adversely affected, so they don't want to breed or they don't get the right trigger. That was always the way I thought about it. I don't necessarily know it's the right way to think about it, but
I mean, it definitely makes sense. I mean, that's one of the main reasons I'm trying to get these Epistos going is to have a more readily available, I guess, uh, hard water strain, I guess, that other people, like you said, whether they get a pair from me or whatever, and then they're set up for a better chance of success. So
Yeah,
that's
dude. Because I know when I had my cockatoides, dude, I sold a pair to this guy. He got home, he put them in a tank, and the next day he sent me a video and he's like, "You're not gonna believe this," and it was freaking the female sitting on eggs in his tank, and I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me, dude?" I'm telling you, like it was the next day. So the reason why I attribute that is they probably got cool. They probably had a drop in TDS because my TDS is so high. So they had lack of mineralization in the water they went into, which is their rainwater trigger with that drop of temperature. And like she was already conditioned and ready to go. So they just went straight to it, And yeah, but the hard water works against me because it limits the amount that you can do. But once you get it going, almost anyone else that gets your fish has a better chance with them. Like because they're just, I don't know. That's just what I've noticed from the deals I've done. Holy crap! I thought I had freaking Jesus, dude. Mine's at like 5 something, and I thought it was bad.
And 18 degrees. I believe that translates shortly to 18 degrees if you're using the liquid test.
Yeah, freaking Stephen P. had explained that to me one day, but I don't.
He explained it to me, and I think it works out to roughly 8, but I just kind of round up to 10 because whatever, it's close enough. But yeah, Jody P. Me and her have about the same exact water, with the 15 and 15, and then I don't know what her pH comes out at, but mine's 8 too.
I just it takes 4 hours for 1 gallon. Oh man, water spot remover car wash deals that are for your garden hose that help with the TDS. That's interesting. I wonder how much water they would build a filter out. But that's an interesting idea.
Well, isn't that what you have?
Well, mine is mine's a carbon block, and I think it just removes chlorine, from what I understand.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about, the RV.
I don't. Filters for RV. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I get that. Maybe that is the same thing. I assume that it would that it would be a different kind of filter because they're trying to remove. The way I always assumed that the water spots was calcium deposits, and I wouldn't think that the inline filter removed calcium, but it could. I could have been wrong about that.
Mm-hmm.
That was just the way my brain interpreted all that shit, but I'm not sure if it was actually correct. Water spot, yeah, but so we are coming up to the hour. So what do you think we should do? Should we try to do the Fishroom Punk selection first and then bring people up? Because we were planning on like the last hour, bring some people up, have a little bit of a hangout, and then
I think we do the selection first for sure.
Yeah, because it'll get too distracting with all the other people up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's go to membership. So yeah, so basically just giving you guys one last chance here. If you go to the membership, if you're a member and you want to be made into a Fishroom Punk, the giveaway is on my membership page on YouTube. You go to the YouTube, go to the picture that has the Jeff Kane sticker on it. Under that, you comment on there. Any comment's going to be entered. So there might be some people on there that didn't read the whole thing and didn't realize they're going to be entered in the giveaway too. But everybody because I don't want to miss anybody. So like there are some people that they're like, oh, hey, I want one or whatever. But then everyone else just commented. So,
so yeah, why don't we give them to the hour mark to do that? And then
So actually the exact 8, that sounds good. And then while we're talking, I will, what is it called? The Wheel of Names?
I don't know.
I
just know the wheel don't like me.
Yeah,
So
no, Wheel of
I don't
Name.
give it a name. Wheel of You Suck. That's what it tells
Wheel
me.
suck.
Then Steven
Oh my
always
God.
seems to find a way to slyly put a wheel joke in there in every stream about me, and it it makes me laugh because I don't know. It'll be funny when I finally win one of those.
Yeah, dude, I've been playing the giveaways for Jesus Christ. At this point, like a year and a half, 2 years. I've never won, but Coro gave me one of his winnings one time in my Fish Tanks Aquatic stream. That was the only time I've ever gotten a freaking giveaway.
And normally
right.
I'm a pretty lucky guy. Like, I tend to have some good luck, but with this wheel, it has not been that way. I mean,
I think we're blacklisted.
Like I've won a ton of like 50-50 raffles. Scratch off cards, pull tabs, drawings, giveaways outside of YouTube, but it's like the whole YouTube giveaway scene. I have just my luck hasn't like seeped in yet, so I don't know.
All right, and then if you win and you do not want to be entered, you can give it away to somebody, I suppose. But it's got to be another member. That's going to be confusing, I suppose. Maybe you can't give it away. There might be a better way that I should do these. But this is a new thing, so we are rolling with the punches, as they say. This entry is actually easier than I thought. What was that?
Yeah, I think Jeff Kane just finally showed up.
Jeff Kane's in the house. What it be, G? What it be? Do not enter the wheel for investment purposes. It's hashtag it's lit. Yeah, I was like before the stream, I was so if you listen to rap, have you ever heard of the song Let's Plan a Robbery? I was trying to come up with a play off that. Like, let's plan a shrubbery was the quote I was gonna use, but I was like, is that really like aquatic themed? I'm like, it's plant, but I'm like, it wasn't close enough, so I was like, it's lit. I gotta get live. Like, let's go. I gave up, but I've been trying to come up with just fun hashtag to have under my freaking name every time. To be honest, Lemon Crusher's been my favorite so far, but.
That's a good question from Jeff. Do whoever gets drawn, do they have to be present?
So I don't think I'm gonna do it like that. As I was entering the names, that did come across because there was people's names that I was entering that weren't here, or I haven't seen them in chat at least, and so I was like, "Ooh, man." Problem is though, is like everybody that's a member gets the chance.
Yeah.
So it's a weird situation. Like I know since it's gifted memberships, not everyone might want it. Like you might not want your name or your face out there. So that's like a weird thing. Like when someone wins, good thing it's not recorded because I won't have it on camera.
Well, you just add Kyle number 2 and set him up looking at your computer.
Oh, because I could share my screen, right?
Or you could do that.
You're saying add this and just video it?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best way to do it. And then that way I can go back and maybe I'll reach out to the person who wins and then I work my way down the list. If that makes sense. Should I do the first winner? Fuck, man. See, this is
it's yeah, I don't know.
See, it's hard. It's hard, guys. This is interesting. Because I want to do it live because I feel like it adds to the fun. Like we all get to see who wins next, right? Or is it fun to be surprised by who gets it? Like, but I also want the giveaway to be public because I don't want anyone thinking that I'm playing favorites. That's why the original plan is to do the giveaway stream live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fish nerd. Oh, see you later, man. What is lit? It's lit. No, lit. I see. I'm bad at getting jokes. I don't know if you're messing with me or lit. Lit the band. No. Well, lit is a band, but lit is just like it's wild. We're partying. It's having fun. It's lit.
It's popping.
It's popping. But hey, Aquarium Talk TV, what's up? What's up? So yeah, so we are. That's a little bit of a. It's a little bit of a. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Yeah,
You might just kind of have to roll with it and see what happens.
Yeah, I say you just share your screen. We rock the
Or
wheel
do the-
of you lose. Yeah, we rock the real wheel of you lose because that's always funner.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm on it because I feel like everybody secretly is like just waiting for me to get off the wheel when I'm playing.
Well, so unfortunately, I'm not. You're not going to be on it because you're getting a sticker no matter what. My lazy ass just has to make it. So you kind of jump the line no matter what. But
Okay.
But all right. So hold on. I gotta dead air. I'm talking. I'm talking and thinking. Okay, mute me. Mute. Enter studio. Hey, those are my feet. Dude, I freaking muted it. All right, there we go. There's no echo or anything, right?
Not anymore, no.
No? All right, sweet. I always forget.
Yeah, now Stan's rubbing it in my face that he got one before me.
Yeah. I can hear it. Okay, you know what? This is
That's
what's
all
gonna
right,
happen.
Stan. Mine's gonna be way better than yours. So
All right.
now we got an echo again.
Yeah. All right, there's no echo, right?
Not now.
Not now? All right, sweet. So this is how it's gonna how we'll do this. So it's 8 o'clock on the dot. So I have to go to my members page real quick. I'm going to check that post that I just told you guys about. So we'll go check that. After this is going to get a lot more fun. This is a little bit of a headache because this is the first time we've dealt with this. I'm going to figure out a smooth way to run this. So do bear with me, but I promise it won't always be like this. Okay, so we didn't get any extra additions to the comments. So I have everybody entered. So now what I'm going to do is we'll go to the wheel of names that I have set up here. And okay, so we're going to play Wheel of Death, right? These are all the people that entered. For sake of a backup plan, if one of these people wins and they don't want to be entered, because I'll reach out to them. Man, yeah, this is there's gonna be some hiccups. There will be some hiccups. I will.
So real quick, why are we doing the phone thing again? I forget.
So I have a record of this. So like, say we get all the way to the end, the winner doesn't want one.
So what if you just share your screen and then you can go back and watch the replay?
Because because I'm technologically dumb. So is that all right? That's present.
I don't know. I've never done that.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Okay, so present.
Because we couldn't see nothing on that wheel. At least
yeah.
I couldn't.
No, I mean I definitely agree. So hold on 1 second. Oh no, don't end the stream. Oh, that would have been bad. Okay, hold on. Yeah, newbie problems, man. All right, so let's.
We can't hear you now. So you'll have to unmute your mic. There we go. Maybe. Hello? What's going on?
You can hear me now,
UC?
right?
Yep, we can hear you.
What is going on? I can't leave. I need to kick myself. That's what's going on. I don't know. Man, I got totally thrown off here.
Yeah, well, I was confused as to what you meant by for your records, like if you wanted to record it, because that's why I had suggested.
So what?
That's kind of my fault.
What I
But
I wanted it recorded.
If you just want it to reference back, then yeah, I would think the replay would.
Yeah, no, this works out better. I've just never shared the screen, so I was really worried about how that worked. But that was way easier than I expected. Mainly, I thought we the person who, dude, I did it the once and I just didn't remember how to do it.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm telling you, as far as I've gotten on YouTube is insane to me because I am literally a caveman, guys. Like I tell people this and no one believes me. I'm a caveman when it comes to technology. Computers scare the shit out of me.
Why is Zen on there?
She commented in the thing. Oh, that's freaking right. She already has one. That's right. Oh my god! I went through the comments. Right. I gotta remove you, Zen. Okay. All right. No one else has one, right? Because I just went through the comments and I just wrote all the names that commented on there. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I will.
Shady said his name should be up there.
Did he comment on there?
I don't know.
Oh shit! Dude, what the hell? All right, perfect.
And yeah, Zen mentioned the Henry AF was kind of funny because as soon as you shared it on the screen and I was able to read the names, I was like, all right, that's Henry's F.
Henry's F. All right, so I think I got everybody now. So getting the full thought across was basically like whoever is the last one on the whoever is the last one wins, right? If that person happens to not want it, then I'm going to go to the one after them. And I'll work my way down the list until we don't have any more to go to. The problem is I do have to get a hold of these people, so that part will be interesting. Like I said, there's going to be some hiccups. What?
Pyle came in late and he missed how.
What was that?
Enter. Pyle came in late and he is unsure on how to enter.
Oh, Pyle. So Pyle, you have to join. This is a member giveaway. So basically, what it is I've been asked like a bunch of times to make certain people into Fishroom Punk stickers. I have not found a way to make it like even and like possible for me to make the stickers for everybody. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a giveaway based on memberships. The membership keeps like a filter from like allowing every single person to just enter because it's I want it to be a little more fair for the people that really want the stickers because there's certain people that like really want it, but I can't just pick and choose. I don't want to be rude like that. So I'm making it go through this way. So if you want to be entered in to be made into a Fishroom Punk sticker, you have to be a member. At this point though, you'll have to wait till next month because it's gonna be a little bit of a mix up. But yeah, we'll be doing this once a month. And like I said, guys, I've said this many times, definitely going to be working out some kinks on how we run this. or how I run these this whole thing. Sweet. All right. So let's roll, I guess, huh? All right. So we're gonna kick the wheel of death. You want to be the last person on the wheel. All right. So don't be the person to pop up right now. Let's do it. You guys can see everything, right? Oh, remove. That's really funny that it's like all congratulatory. You guys saw that, right? Yeah, all right. All right. Big Steve. All right. Let's keep it going. Yeah, so you were on at one point, Shady.
Was he?
Yeah. We got a freaking
Yeah.
extra entry. Can I remove him right now? Or would that not work? I wonder if I could do that. Yeah, that kind of messes with the statistics there, but I had to take him out there. All right, we got him removed. All right, so he's on there once now.
All right.
I was gonna say, like, I had thought I had entered everybody.
Yeah, I guess I should have looked. I just kind of saw he had posted that.
It's all good. It's all good. I've been this whole thing has been a little bit clunky. I got to really think about a better way to do this. I think the hardest part is if the person's not here is getting a hold of them. If I don't have an email.
I mean, as long as they're on the Fish Fam, I guess you might be able to get an email easily through that.
That's a good point. Yeah, the Fish Fam. Yeah, that Fish Fam website, guys. Have you heard about that place? It's got this amazing system set up to find all of the amazing YouTubers in our community. Instead of relying on that bogus old YouTube that can fail you all the time with your notifications and you're missing out on your favorite streams, Fish Fam Link doesn't. Fish Fam Link is amazing at giving you an accurate schedule up to date, as long as the individual creators are keeping their schedules up to date. It gives you a way to advertise your own items if you have your own streams, websites or anything. You can get your own items listed up there. And that's also that little bot that comes into these streams here, Fish Fam Link. You may have seen Linky joining us in chat. Linky is a hardworking website, I guess, but it's also ran by a hardworking dude and a whole group of ladies that help him run that whole setup. I'm talking myself in a circle because I was trying to get to a point and make it sound cooler than it was. Well, not cooler than it was, but make it sound better. I'm trying to run a show for you guys, keep it freaking entertaining, and I ended up talking myself in a damn circle. I'm losing my point.
All right.
But anyways, we're getting close here, guys. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. Go over there, and the best thing about it is it helps us do all the giveaways, right? We're not using the giveaway wheel right now, but usually it's just automated. It's in chat. It keeps track of everything. It's super, super handy tool for a live streaming setup. Yeah, see, and it also has super interesting stats like that. The max time, all-time viewers. Dude, we hit a record today, 45 viewers.
Really?
That is freaking cool, man. Yeah,
Nice.
I think that's all-time max viewers, 45. We set the record today. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, man, we got 3 left. We got. Oh, man, if Candy gets on there, I'm going to end up doing the whole freaking aquarium co-op team. I got Actually, you know what? If you didn't have a crater pack, you wouldn't have known that. So I guess maybe I shouldn't have said it. But the videos are out, so people know what's in the pack. We do have a Corey sticker, cooperative Corey. Who's
I
gonna
was
win,
gonna
guys?
say-
Who's? Oh,
Oh,
Moneyless Maven. Is she in the chat here? Is she
I
in the
haven't seen her.
chat?
I was gonna say if Zen wants to link that video I did showing them all, if you guys haven't seen them and want to get an idea of kind of what they're all about, it was a pretty good one to kind of show you what they're going to be like.
Yeah. There is there's an awesome video. It's over on Branton's page. Moneyless Maven, if you are out there, I think she comes to the morning stream, and that might be where I normally run into her. So her name's Shirley.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, so if anybody has her contact, oh, Fishcapades is calling her. All right, sweet. Yeah, let her know that she just won the giveaway to be a Fishroom punk. And give her my email. It's outsideinaquatics@gmail.com. Very simple. Outsideinaquatics@gmail.com. Or she can comment on any of the posts. She's a member, so it'll be easy for me to find her. Yeah, so sweet. She's going to be the next Fishroom punk.
Congrats, Shirley.
Yeah, congrats, Shirley. I gotta go check out. I have to go check out her stuff and do some research.
Mel said she's coming.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
Now, why she wasn't already here, we're gonna let that slide.
Yeah. Oh man, she's got a really cool logo. Really cool logo. Oh, God. This is going to be a fun one, guys. This is going to be a fun sticker. I'm already stoked, guys.
Shirley's in the house.
Shirley, what's up? Congratulations. You are going to be the next Fishroom punk. Well, I can't guarantee the next, but it'll be coming out in the next month. So this month, by the end of what month we're in, January here, I will have a sticker out that comes with winning a sheet of them. So you'll get shipped a sheet of 16 of those stickers. And that'll get shipped out by the end of the month. Yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm super excited. Now we can do so. Like some people are not going to feel comfortable with using their image. All right, or you don't want to send me a picture. We can make a sticker that's based off your logo. So that is a nice, easier option. I can use your logo directly, or I could just inspire it off the logo. An example of that would be the way I did Zen's sticker, because I wanted to surprise her. I didn't want her to know that she was getting a sticker made for her. So I had taken her logo, made a like a sticker based off of that logo. It wasn't a direct copy, but it was inspired. If that's the way you want to go, just send me an email. So yeah, and also holy surely 5 demerits for not showing up. I think that's what Fish Bates was saying. But yeah, and also if you don't want this, which might be a thing, I will go down the list and I will work my way down the previous winners, and we will start reaching out there. But so we also have room for guests, guys. So if you guys want to show up and hang out, we're going to be doing a hangout stream for the rest. Feel free to come up, talk about things you're planning for the coming year, projects you got. Stan Pittman, if you're still out there, I really want you to come up. It'd be freaking cool to meet you, man, and talk a little bit. So feel free to join us. But let me get this link posted. What you do have to do is you got to be someone that I either recognize or you got to show your face. So you could pop up backstage. If it's a name I recognize, you're going to be cool. If it's someone I don't recognize, you're not showing your face, you're not going to be showing up. So that all makes sense. So, yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty good precautionary measure there.
Yeah, if you haven't heard of the TikTok bandit from what I had heard about that going around, we don't need none of that. So there was something that was going around, a rumor that I'd heard. There we go. Sweet. So I got my screen cleaned up there. But yeah, that's that link, guys. Click. Yeah, that's that link, guys. Click that. You'll pop in backstage. You guys can join us, and we'll talk about some plans. If you have a project that you want to brainstorm, this is like the greatest group to do that with. I'm telling you, I'm a very divergent thinker, so my brain like doesn't follow the normal pathways of thought. Some people would call that insane, I guess. Other people would just call it fun. And yeah, so that's oh shit. It's about to get lit, guys. What's up?
What is happening?
In the house. How you doing, man? How you doing?
Doing great, man. Got a little head cold, so excuse me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that is going around, man. There's quite a few people in my work that have been taken out from something going around lately, and yeah. I know Whip's been sick over there too for a long time.
I start making videos, and my voice is horrible.
Yeah, right. You gotta love that timing, right?
Hey, somebody share my link.
What was that?
Somebody share my link.
Oh yeah.
Let's get Stan some subs. If you guys ain't sub to Stan, I'm sure you all probably know him.
You want to see a train wreck? There's 3 videos on there.
Yeah, he's putting out some videos now.
Dude, I have to get like a freaking a schedule of stuff that I want to watch, because I've been meaning to freaking check these out and have been so damn busy I have not had a chance to look at them.
So what do you mean by a schedule, Kyle? Like just a list?
Because there's always people I want to check their videos out, and I'll be like, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll see something like, okay, I need to check that out later. Go to my day, and then all day I'm like, man, what am I gonna freaking watch? And it's never the things, like I don't remember to click those up. And I'm like,
what I do, Kyle, is I have a playlist called Need to Watch.
Oh.
And if that notification pops up that a video just dropped and I don't have the time right then, I just add it to that playlist, and I'll go back to that in those situations where, hey, I need something to watch or listen to. I use that as my to pull from. Dude, this seems to work out pretty good.
Yeah, no. Well, I just went to your channel and I was already subscribed, and it was unsubscribed because I went there. But anyways, I'm on and I got notifications to all. Now that is something that if you guys are paying attention to a new channel, so he's got 3 videos out, he's new, make sure you put the all notifications, because until you start watching that channel frequently, YouTube will not push their videos to you. So it helps to make that notify all, and that way you get every single video notification instead of just the ones that YouTube thinks you're going to watch. Mm-hmm. Because YouTube doesn't always know the best for us, right, guys? So yeah.
It doesn't matter if you set notifications. I don't get them anyway.
I was gonna say there's some that YouTube is so random with how they. It's hard to get a handle on it.
Yeah, I just randomly check it when I get home from work, see who's going to be up that night.
I know that it seems to me like the live streams always come through, but yeah, sometimes I notice missing notifications for videos and stuff like that. Jake and Katie, what's up?
This guy, what's up? What's up, y'all?
We were muted. Hello.
You got us muted?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I'm so sorry.
But all right, so let's start. Let's let Stan talk about, if you're down, you want to talk about you got any plans, or you want to?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I had takes when I was 18, 19 years old, and got busy with life and got out of it. And about a year and a half ago, I just stumbled onto YouTube, and actually, it was Father Fish videos that I started with, and I made about 5 or 6 beta bowls, and within about 6 months, I had 20 something tanks. So it happened fast, but I struggled for a long time using that method. If you've got really hard water, it doesn't work real well. You know, the plants don't respond well. And it
Yeah,
wasn't
it's hard.
long.
It's hard to find a lot of fast-growing stems that like hard water.
Yeah, and his no testing, and I just took off. And it wasn't until I was watching a LRB video one night. He said something about KH being a plant killer, and I went and bought a KH GH test kits, and there we go. I'm at 1800 on KH, and I bought the RO, and it changed everything. Most of my tanks are breeder tanks, so I've got a lot of guppy grass and stuff like that. But I couldn't keep a sword plant alive or anything really. The duckweed did okay.
So I think that was actually where I first started seeing you way back in the beginning, was at the LRB lives, right? You used to watch those?
Yeah. I watched LRB quite a bit. Him and Father Fish both.
I used to be a mod over there. I was at like every Friday stream.
But actually, I started watching Steven and Kelly's plant thing, and Steven helped me out with the RO and GH minerals and stuff like that. And that's just what changed everything.
No,
I'm out of room now. I'm pretty much stuck where I'm at, but
it's same here though, man. Because I have been a convert over to freaking Stephen P's stream lately. I'm addicted to those Friday the mixed streamies, and and the what the fish, and oh my god. But yeah. So that's cool though. It's neat that we both kind of had a similar pattern there, you know.
Yeah, they're doing a lot better. I've set up several other tanks in different ways just to kind of figure out what's going to work best for me. But everybody knows everything. You start off one way, then things change, and like I've got 4 or 5 lines of platies that I'm ready to get rid of. I want to go to the wild types, and
Oh, for sure.
I can't keep my water cold enough, so I've got 3 strands of Limbia now, and watching Ed's channel and looking at his website, and
Dude.
yeah, I'm really interested in the knife live bearers, and but being so limited in space, I like the ones. Everything I have right now is they colony breed. I don't have to separate babies, and it helps a bunch. Got a local fish store. Well, not so local. It's an hour and a half, but they're really interested in buying my surplus, so that's going to help out a lot.
There you go.
I'm really fortunate. 3D just lives like an hour and a half from me, and he's hooked me up several times. And I've got a guppy line of his. It's King Kong guppies, and the females are damn near as pretty as the males. And they've been really prolific. I've probably got 100 of them right now. I've got white platinum guppies that are doing real well, and that Limia peruges, they're rocking. The humpbacks are good, so it's been a lot of fun.
So as far as wild types, is that what you're talking about? Is just different wild type live bearers, or is there?
Yeah, I really like the live bearers. I've got a couple angel. I've got a couple angelfish from 3G that I like, but I don't want to breed them. They have extra fins. The bottom fins, they got like 3 or 4 on each side. They look really cool.
What was that again? Sorry, I missed the fish type.
They're angelfish.
Oh, gotcha, angelfish.
Angelfish, but they have extra fins. They're pretty cool. I'm gonna do a video on them. I think I already did. One of those videos has them in there.
Yeah, you think if you breed them, that extra finnage is gonna
No, they were culls for him. They were his culls.
Yeah, but I mean, if you breed those that do have that, you think
I
that's
gotta
a
see
genetic
this.
trait that'll pass along, or do you
I
think
don't
it was
know. I
just
don't really.
something?
I really wouldn't want to.
Why?
You know, they're kind of freaks and
Well,
don't
I
need them
like
in
them
the.
though.
Yeah,
There
they're
might be
cool.
like a new line of them.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
think they're kind of cool.
I don't know.
Is that the school tank?
What's that?
Is that the school tank that they're in? That video?
No,
Yeah, it is.
yeah, there's two of them in that one, and there's two of them. I think in the first video I did.
That is
I've got them at the school too.
that is bizarre looking, man.
The school thing's kind of cool. I've got 5 bowls set up in a high school science class, and then that one tank in a 4th grade class. And I think at the end of the year, I pick up the bowls at garage sales and stuff. I think I'm going to let the teacher decide which kids get to take those home, the bowls.
Mm-hmm.
And
For sure.
I'll just start over next year with more bowls.
Oh, nice, nice.
Now, when you say bowls, what do you mean by bowls?
I just wanted to have 2-gallon bowls.
Okay.
Whatever I can find. I've got a couple
Uh-huh.
gallon jars and whatever I pick up. Some of them are fish bowls,
Uh-huh. Okay.
but you can use anything. I've got a little tank in here that probably holds a gallon of water.
I was gonna say I got a lot of gallon pickle jars floating around with snails and plants and shrimp and
Yeah.
little windowsill tanks. I like them. They're fun.
Dude, I had an addiction problem to grabbing glass containers for a while, man. Like I had to stop, man. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, anything that'll hold a little bit of water.
Dude, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, I think that first rack, I
Oh,
think
God.
I can extend the rack up and put 1 gallon on top of it,
Yeah.
'Cause I've got a baker's rack with like 6 or 7 little things on it. And I'm looking at all that space thinking, I might could put 10 gallons in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they're really cool because, like I said, you can put them in a window tank. I mean, you got,
Uh-oh.
I had an alarm going off. I need
Oh,
a reminder. I need a reminder to feed my Pictus cats because I never see them, so I forget I have them.
Oh,
So,
Pictus?
yeah.
You never see them?
No, not really. I mean, I see them. I know where they are, but they're never.
Yeah.
Unless the lights are out, they don't really come out.
Huh.
so they were
But no,
deposit-
I got a bunch of little gallon jars. My favorite thing to put in there is like a little clump of Saswasser tang, and then like a little bit of pearl weed. Kind of like a little ball of Saswasser tang in the middle, a little bit of pearl weed, and then I don't know. I mean, like I said, you can throw a few snails in there, a couple shrimp, a guppy,
Yeah.
and it
3G
makes for a pretty cool tank.
3G gave me a bunch of plants, and he told me there might be some paradise babies in there. And sure enough, there was like 12.
Nice.
So I've got 4 or 5 paradise fish in a small by themselves. I've never heard of them. But they're kind of cool. And I've got a few bettas, and I do have a 5.5 gallon. It's got about 25 or 30 of those least killies in it.
Mm-hmm.
I bought those for Big Ryan in December of last year at the Houston Expo. But I just have a thing. I just have a thing for the live bears.
Yeah, mine are really starting to kick out some babies now.
Yeah, once they start, they're. Of course, I started off with like 15.
Mm-hmm.
He had a bag there, and he was going to separate them into trios, and I said, "No, I'm just one for the whole bag." But those expos and swaps, and it's really the only opportunity I have to buy fish because where I'm at, every time I ship them, they're 4 days, 5 days. And I've had DOAs every time. I'm 2.5 miles off the pavement, so pretty rural.
Yeah.
So while you guys were talking there, I went on a little bit of a rabbit hole, short rabbit hole, but they were talking about pike live bearers in the chat here, so I had to look those up. Right?
Well,
These are pretty cool looking.
Ed's
Yeah,
got
it's got
them,
a door. Ed's got a short on those. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, those
Yeah.
are neat looking freaking. Hold on, try to get the.
They'll get
hair
5-6 inches long too.
Dude, that's what threw me off because I was looking at the first pictures and then I'm scrolling down and I'm like, dude, they get like a mean looking mouth, man. They look like they
Yeah,
got
I was actually talking to Ed about those last night. He said they can get pretty aggressive too, as far
Yeah.
as
like look at, I don't know if you guys can see the teeth, but that thing's got like teeth, like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
spiky teeth. It's cool looking though. They're neat.
They actually live on a lake, like 560-acre lake out here. That's
Oh, really?
yeah, and it's known for. Well, I think the lake record on largemouth is like it's over 16 pounds. And I do a lot of bass fishing, but it is full. I mean, all the hornwort I want. And this next year I'm going to experiment because there's other plants that I see. I'm just going to set up a tub and just see if I can get them to propagate. But I catch gambusia all the time for the turtles, and turtle tanks right now have 4 or 5 little brim in them.
You guys actually have decent wild catching out there, right? And up by me, man, there's like nothing you can catch out here that's actually interesting. Like it's not. I don't know.
I tried the whole bass thing last year, but they're just so hard to keep fed. They just eat everything.
You kept just like a normal bass or like
Yeah,
a big
just
mouth?
a little largemouth. I only kept it for about a month. He was just too hard to feed. But it was fun watching him stalk. I mean, he would actually just sneak up on stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I have a common snapper and a little red ear. The little red ear we found in the yard. And
nice.
Common snapping turtle I bought at the expo. But I enjoy the turtles too.
And we had a little painted turtle, box turtle, and brought to us by a couple little kids that they thought it'd be awesome in our pond, and I found them about 40 yards in the street in the gutter, I think, because we had crows came and plucked them out of there.
Yeah. I like
those painted turtles can get pretty big. I caught one when I was up in Hayward, and I mean he was full dinner plate size at least. I didn't realize some things got that big because
I've never seen them that big.
Yeah, catching them as a kid,
crazy.
you would always get the little small ones, but I mean he was big. It was pretty cool to see.
I think the biggest I've ever seen them is probably maybe 7 inches tops.
Mm-hmm.
You know, end to end on the shell. Because they're more oblong, of course. So I mean,
Yeah.
I've never
I'm
seen
gonna do a video on the
much
turtles
bigger
next.
than
But
that.
the turtles, when I got them, were both size of a quarter. The snapping turtles, I got it in December last year, and it's that big now. But they will eat anything you put in there.
Snapping turtles scare me.
Yeah, they got a neck. Yeah, he's got a neck on him. I mean, it's like a snake. Well, he's got me 2 or 3 times. It's not pleasant.
Dude, I didn't know that that there was freaking snapping turtles like out by me. And one day I'm like driving down the road and it was in the middle of like, I don't know, like the spring or summer, and this freaking like big ass turtle is in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what is going on, dude? I got out, and because I've seen some Steve Irwin in my day, like I was like, I know how to handle this. All right, boys. Grabbed right behind, and I brought him off to the side, and I felt like a freaking, literally like the Crocodile Dundee or Steve Irwin or.
We've got an alligator snapping turtle in the lake that he's got to be 100 pounds. I've seen him several times.
Oh, dude. Yeah, this
They're-
one wasn't that big. He was
They're
like a
illegal to keep.
baby. What's up?
They're illegal to keep in Texas. I'd rather have an alligator because they don't move around as much. It's snapping turtles all over the place.
Yeah, they're quick.
Yeah.
Well, first thing you gotta do, Kyle, is get on all fours and get real close to it. And
Boy.
start tickling with a feather. Look at him, he's real angry now.
Yeah, we're getting them all sorts of pissed off. Like, that's
He's all
probably one of
sorts
my
of pissed right now.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh man.
I
Man,
miss
we got
that guy, man.
Yeah,
Dude.
I miss Steve Irwin a lot. I grew up watching him all the time.
I'm curious, guys, and I'm not trying to just do this like, light up in the chat. No, but for real though, in the chat though, how many people watch that guy? Because I think he influenced like an insane amount of the world to a level that it's like not everyone gets to do, man. He's got a freaking zoo. I follow his kid on Facebook. The fuck is his name? His name's
Yeah, he was huge. He was huge back in the day.
yeah, dude. I can't. His name is escaping. His kid's name is escaping me right now. But
His kid?
yeah. Oh, but he runs
Yeah, I
the
don't
zoo
remember.
with his wife and with Steve Irwin's wife, and it's like it's freaking cool to see, man. Like just really neat. And I saw this. Oh, I love this video, man. A video of him, and he was doing an interview, and he's like, I don't care about money. He's like, I don't give a rip about money. He's like, I will take all of your money. And he like looks right at this person. I'll take all of your money. I'm going to spend it on animals. Like I'm going to spend it on buying land to give more land to animals. He's like, I don't care. He's like, I'm a. He was basically he's like, I'll be a con man. He's like, I'll con all of you out of your money. He's like, I don't. Not that it was being conning, but he was just saying like he's like, I only care about nature. Like I care about land. I care about keeping this shit green. And damn, man, that's a message that we could all live by for real.
I'm jealous of the Aussies. You know, that climate they have. And I don't know if anybody follows him, but Adrian's Fishroom is a cool follow. Yeah, I mean, he's beating wild parrots out of his hands and stuff. But Sarah's stuff's cool.
Oh,
What's up, guys? What's up?
Got a bunch of people waiting.
Yeah, I looked down and I was like, holy shit, man, we got a whole line out the door. What's
Jeff,
up,
what's
guys?
going on? Pyle, nice to meet you.
Yeah, man. What's
I'm gonna have to
up?
jump back off. I'm getting some kind of weird echo.
Okay, for sure.
it's not coming through here.
Yeah, he won't.
Anybody else getting an echo?
15 minutes again.
Nope.
No, you're good. Man, you stuck out there working?
Yeah.
Emergency
I'm
call?
finishing up 12 hours.
Oh, 12.
Huh?
Damn.
On a Saturday?
You driving a Ford, Jeff?
Dude, definitely.
Yeah, it's transit.
Transit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recognize that.
Do-do-do.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. I've done some miles in those transits, man. That's for sure.
Yeah. Second time grabbing gas for the day.
What's up?
Second time getting gas for the day.
For real? That much mileage?
Man.
Yeah.
We have transit.
I gotta scroll so far down. I don't even have everybody pulled up here. I don't think I have enough room. Can we do 6? I think it's 6,
Hey,
right?
Kyle, I'll step out.
We should be able to do 6.
Let's see.
You
Yeah, I
got
can only
6
have
there?
6. Oh, who left? Oh,
On free, you can do 6.
Dan, you left us. I think he was waiting.
Yeah,
I think
come back.
He was waiting for an excuse to get out of here.
Yeah.
Dan, you didn't have to
They're
leave.
getting too comfortable now. They're gonna start making fun of me for all the stuff I talked in chat.
Wait, I can step down.
Man, why did Stan run off?
Oh fuck, we traded.
chased him
Dan
outta
for
here.
Jorge?
I maxed out the panel limit, and I mentioned it, and then he ran.
Oh, I only
man.
came up here to give Brandon a hard time. That's my
I gotta go, guys.
sole purpose in life. I like to see him squirm. How you doing, Mark? How you doing, Jeff?
Hey, I'm doing great.
Jake?
Good, Jorge.
Oh man.
Why is that why they call you guys colored people? Because you guys change colors? Look at how red Brandon's getting now. He went from white to red.
Oh my god. Love it.
Look at him.
I'm not that red.
Oh,
It's hot.
I'm not that red. You weren't red at all.
Trying to make him blush.
Oh, man.
You're gonna have to do things you can't show on YouTube for that.
Red or
Yeah.
Zen says red or pink.
Red or pink.
Oh man.
He's turning the color of his little vape that he has.
I was gonna say I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm rocking the pink vape.
Oh shit. What's all the lights on the side of it? Or were those numbers? And just
I don't know if he's native, but I know he's
Oh,
naive.
oh, for sure. Oh
That's
wow.
crazy.
Holy crap, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's wild.
They're like little constellations.
Why are you
I don't know.
taking your daughter's Barbie's toys away from her?
Yeah. But no, actually, my wife is native.
Oh, okay.
So who's got some fun projects or goals or plans? Who's anyone doing anything? Mark, you're usually doing some interesting stuff over there.
Yeah, right now I'm just tore down a 75-gallon aquarium. And I thought, well, my wife was idea actually. She goes, a rack would sit right there where that aquarium's at. And I was like, nah. I kind of like that aquarium. Then it didn't really start liking it anymore. Just kind of getting boring. So I just took it down. It's outside. Just washed it tonight. Try to sell it. And then we're going to put a rack in there, a 4-foot rack, and probably put 10-gallon aquariums in it. I might put 5s across the top. But then that'll be my killifish show tanks. So the killifish I'm going to take to do shows like at the AKA National Convention, I'll have those will be my tanks just for showfish only. So I'll breed them in there too, because once they get big enough, they'll start breeding. But as soon as they start breeding, that's the time I'll start getting rid of them to take them to the show and put them in a show, and then they'll auction them off the next day.
Oh, for sure.
Currently, I'm at the top of the points list for the AKA for the Killifish Exhibitor of the Year award. So I'm trying to hold on to that. So
Nice.
the killifish grow fast enough, well, most of them do, that I should be able, stuff I'm hatching out right now should be big enough for the national convention to start breeding and be full size. And hopefully they'll be looking good and get some more points. But it's going to be tough because there's only a few points between me and the second guy. So and I'm kind of the newbie on the block. So there's a lot of people doing this for a long time. They could show up and just wipe me out. I mean, I could be down, 5th or 6th place pretty quick. So that's kind of what I got going on. Got a pretty rare species of killifish right now. It just hatched out 6 fry today. So I'm kind of happy about that.
What are they?
How much different is breeding for coloration on like an egg scattering fish versus so I'm used to like the Live Bearer Club, right? And it's like, I've been to like an IFGA show out by me. Their shows are like, I mean, I would imagine it's very similar as far as like grading, like fin shape, coloration, where the coloration goes to. Is it kind of like all those kind of things? Or?
No, it's actually kind of the opposite.
Oh.
The idea is to get the fish to look as closely to they would look like in the wild as possible. Or if they're a color morph, as close to the color morph as they're supposed to look. So going and getting all, like have a fish that have like normal fins, and you get something with really high fins and really extravagant colors that are not normal would actually work against you. So the idea is more of a conservation kind of angle on the thing than it is just pretty show fish. So
That's
the
cool.
bettas would be totally different than the killifish judging.
That is
You were asking about the killifish. It's the Nimbapanchex mouseni. Probably never heard of it. There's no real common name for it. But
No.
And the part that I actually got to communicate through the AKA on Facebook with one of the guys that went and collected it originally. He actually has a fish named after him, and I've got some of those pairs in my collection, so it's kind of cool. But they said he collected them years ago. That went to Europe, and then the buddy went back down to the same place, and now it's a rice field. So it kind of sucks. But that kind of thing's happening all over the world. People got to live. You can't really fault somebody just trying to put food on the table for people. So, but that's kind of what's going on.
I'm gonna take care of something real quick. I'll still be listening, but I won't talk.
That's kind of what's happened with the Gadaeans down in Mexico. They've been going extinct because of industrialization. They got to feed people and divert the waterways, or they, more than anything else, they're building dams that dries up some of these natural waterways that are down there. But
yeah, and there's some stuff with the killifish. There's an annual killifish that during the dry season, the puddles all dry up, the eggs are in the soil, and when it rains again, they explosively hatch with usually a couple hours, and then they can have even multiple seasons of dry, and if it only gets like a half inch of rain, some will hatch up and not all the eggs. So when it rains again, hopefully after 3 or 4 times, they'll have enough rainwater in these puddles for give the fish time to be big enough to breed and lay the eggs again before it dries out again. Well, there's some governments around that push in South America that are going out and looking to see if there's these certain fish and stuff are in these areas. Well, they do it in the dry season. Oh, look, there's no fish here at all, and they destroy the whole area. Well, yeah, but there was a rare killifish sitting there. That was the only place that it was on a planet. Of course, you're not going to find it in the middle of summer or middle of the dry season, or summer but dry season. So that kind of thing's going on too. So it kind of sucks. But of course, I live in a house, so I destroyed some land too. But I try to keep my backyard kind of wild and try to do what I can to kind of keep a little bit of semblance of some native habitat.
Well, down here we got a similar issue going on with I think it's called the desert pupfish.
Yeah.
And there's drainages that were in function for several years, but because the Salton Sea down here is starting to dry out or whatever, they're making these riparians. Well, all that water that used to run through those drains was being diverted to the wetlands they were making, and they were drying out. Well, now they got the issue because even though they weren't native to that area, they're there now. So they got to do something to conserve these desert pupfish, which kind of almost look like the ones in Death Valley, the Devil Hole. Mm-hmm. They're very similar. They just don't have that deep coloration like the ones that are out there.
There's quite a few of those pupfish, which are type of killifish, that are very similar. We got some here that are sheephead minnows that they get pretty good size, and they're kind of the same overall color, but they have like iridescent blue racing stripes across their head. But you really can't get it on camera or film very well. But man, it is bold and it is like awesome. If you put those on the lower tanks when you're walking by looking in there, man, it's just like holy cow, they'll catch your eye for sure. Yeah. But they're just little fish and they're little. They just look kind of bland, have some banding on them. But I thought they disappeared in my tank one time. I was like, come in there and they're all gone. I was like, what the heck? Where'd they go? And I came back later and they're back out. I'm going, what's going on? So I put my camera on it, just to video it. And these things were diving down into the sand, completely under the sand, with the eyeballs sticking out. And I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I got some wild mollies similar to what I guess Vibes has got. It's the same waterway, except I got them further down here. And for a while there, I thought I had lost all my males, but I had fry, and now they've grown up, and I'm starting to see the dominant male because they get this really cool. They're just like the body is silver most of the time. Up. Who did?
You did.
Oh, I'm frozen?
No, you're good.
Okay now. You're back.
Oh, yeah.
No, I said for most of the year, their coloration is just silver, and they have these very fine horizontal red and blue lines, but they don't. You just got to catch them right to see them. But right now, the male is starting to color up, and they get this really cool like yellow in the tail, outlined by this like light blue color on them. They look really nice.
Yeah, they do. I've collected them from just north. I mean, like just a few miles north from Vibes, up in Round Rock area. I went down there collecting them. I found those and Texas cichlids. So I've got videos on my YouTube page or YouTube channel of the cichlids with tiny fry, just little wiggler fries. And one of the big cichlid comes out and like attacks my camera, trying to defend the nest and stuff. It's pretty cool. That was cool. Yeah. So sailfin mollies are really neat.
Yeah. They don't have the big,
hey guys, let me say
ones in Mexico. They don't have that big sail fin, but they're
some
called
of them do.
fin.
Yeah.
Hey guys, one
ones
second.
I've caught, man, they do.
Jeff Kane, I had to turn your volume down because your truck was making noise. So if you left and you were trying to say something, we did not hear you because I forgot to turn your volume back up. So I am sorry about that, but it was like shaking and making noise. So I adjusted your mic volume and turned it down. And I just wanted to explain that we weren't ignoring you or anything. That was my bad.
You said you weren't going to pay attention to to Jeff before he came on. I
Shit,
heard you
you're not
say
supposed
that.
to say that out loud, man.
I was like, oh, I gotta let Jeff up, but it's
Trying
not.
to
I'm
pay
only
attention
doing
to
it
a
because
black
out of
spot on the
obligation, not
screen.
because I really want him up here.
yeah,
Don't be
we're just-
afraid to. Don't be afraid to speak up. It's 2025. You got to be able to speak up.
Guys,
Oh.
I'm probably gonna take off. My dogs are out here running amok, and I got to go take care of them. So
yeah,
I just
man.
want to step up real quick, say hi.
Hey, no,
Kyle,
dude,
good to
it's
meet you,
nice
man.
to see you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Good to meet you guys.
keep up the good work
Good
out
to
there,
meet you,
man,
Pop.
for real.
Thanks. Well, best I
Talk to you
can.
later, Mark.
See you later. Bye.
Yeah. All right, so we might have Aquarium Talk TV joining us. We'll see if he's gonna pop up. That's cool because we got a bunch of new people popping up, man. It's cool to have you, Jake, man. So what are you planning? You got any
What am I
cool
planning?
plans, projects, anything you want to talk about, highlight? You're doing
Only
the
like
spider.
100 different things all at once until my brain like goes into a hurricane and collapses. It's hard to say, man. I
I
guess a
actually
few of the things I want to do is get that 40 breeder up and going again. I want to get our central air pump going.
Oh, nice.
And I'd like to build a rack for all my small tanks so I can have them all together, kind of up higher, so I can keep an eye on them. It's just I don't like moving tanks. I don't like moving fish that much. I like setting up new tanks, but once you start seeing a tank starting to get established and doing well, it's really hard for me to reach in there and start pulling things out because I know that, at least in my experience in the past, you start pulling out plants at a large scale or moving fish from one tank that's used to that kind of water to something else. It usually goes bad for me. So I'm a little bit on edge about that, but I'd like to get things rearranged in here so they're a little easier to deal with. That's all.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are focusing on that end of it, like kind of making things more efficient, better to run, kind of, yeah, like doing that kind of thing.
Well, I don't do a whole lot of breeding. The breeding that we do is more on accident. There's a couple intentional breeding stuff I'd like to do with some barbs, some cherry barbs and the green tiger barbs I'd like to experiment with, but other than that, I'd like to keep our tanks the long way, the pretty way.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know, I enjoy watching the fish more than making a breeding project. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just I got way too much going on to be able to maybe someday if I'm able to retire or something, or I make enough money on YouTube, or I win the lottery or something where I can devote my time to other things than going to my job every day of the week, then I would and that sounds lazy because you look at Jeff Kane and what he's doing and how much he's working. I don't know how he does it. I really don't. I gotta hand it to that guy.
Yeah, he doesn't
But
sleep. He does not sleep. I'm convinced he is up 24/7.
Him and Fathom Aquatics.
It must
You
be.
For real, yeah.
you can call them at 4:00 in the morning. They'll be up.
They're up, dude, doing stuff for sure. So all right, so something I want to pick your brain about, and this is kind of like I think this is interesting to me because it's like, I am a dad already, right? But I do plan on eventually, I will have another kid, probably more. My fiance wants a lot of kids. So how did you feel? Is your fish room a source of more stress, or is it still the escape when that happens? Because I've seen people go through stages of their life, and I haven't been with this in my life going into that part of life, having a baby and doing all of that stuff. How did those transitions feel? Do you mind me asking this? Because that is personal. So I don't want to.
No, not at all. You're asking me, right? You're not asking Jorge. Did you have a baby? Jorge?
No, you guys are the freshest.
Well, I can answer that question too because
Yeah.
there's a reason. But go ahead. I think he's asking you right now.
Yeah, you're the freshest into it, so I think you can
This
give us
fish room is my escape still.
Yeah.
It's my escape, even of the stressfulness of having a child that was unexpected at my age, and it's there's a bit of frustration that goes along with it because there was a momentum going in one point, and then something came along and kind of changed that, so I don't have as much time for that. But really, it's weird because as messy as this room can get, I can feel at peace in here. It's a place for me to kind of center my mind. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you were asking about?
No, that is because I always wondered if, like, when I eventually do that, I've never actually explained this, but me and my girlfriend have we have an age gap, so we're about like 10 years difference. She's 10 years younger than me, so she's taken on extra responsibility as far as I have a daughter from a previous relationship and everything. But eventually, we're gonna have kids. So, I mean, that's a neat, interesting connection. I'll be a dad later in life again. You know what I mean? So it's
well, I'm looking forward to River getting older. I mean, it happens so quickly. You don't really want to look forward to it. I'm horrible with words, dude. I hope you understand.
No worries, man. No worries.
I'm looking forward to the time when she's able to really understand what she's seeing out here, and I'm hoping that she'll enjoy it. She's been out here a few times, but it's just not an environment conducive to a newborn. And she's 4 months now, so we're gradually introducing her to fish. She's able to start focusing on things that she's looking at and that, but it's it just is. It's hard to manage a fish room with a fish room, I guess, in general, meaning more than like 1 or 2 tanks.
Yeah.
While raising a baby, it is a hard thing to do.
I can attest to that because I just recently had to do that.
But it goes hand in hand. I think that fish keepers make excellent parents. I mean, all you're trying to do is keep a living thing alive and care for it and give it the best home you can. And how is that any different than being a parent? It's just hard when it's an unplanned thing and you got a clash of the two things. But it all works out. I mean, a lot of it's all in my head. I go crazy. You guys have seen that in a lot of the streams and videos and stuff. I go off in tangents. It's hard for me to deal with several things at the same time, but it's gonna work. And I think that, Kyle, it's gonna work great for you, man. Your love for the things that are good is going to give you the strength that you need to take care of what needs to be taken care of.
I think it's an interesting point to make that those two kind of things are very similar. Like, I mean, if you're, I don't know. They are mutually exclusive. I definitely suppose you could be a great fish keeper and a horrible dad, but like, but what I'm saying, I think it's probably a better statistic, more probable. If you really care about living things, you're probably going to care about your kid because all those things kind of go together, I guess. So I guess that makes sense. If you guys get what I'm saying, and I can kind of.
It takes patience too, man. The patience involved in being a really good fish keeper The kids will they'll take their toll on your patience.
Yes, they will.
That's for sure.
Now, real quick, Stan, did you change shirts?
Yeah, he wanted to match you.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
had
say,
to
you're
give me a
wearing
Branton shirt,
you're
cut
wearing
the
that
sleeves
pink.
off. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
StreamYard requires like
Yeah.
wardrobe changes every hour and a half or something. I gotta reread it. But
Yeah, we go to
Yeah, there was
the
something in the policies I read. Yeah.
Now,
we
Kai,
go
do you
to
want the
pile
ugly of that?
topic.
But hey, we got someone else joining us here. What's up?
Kyle.
What's up?
What's
Hey,
going
Gordon.
on? What's going
How you
on?
doing?
What's going on, George? What's going on, everybody?
I've seen this
Hello.
guy before.
No, what's up, dude? What's up, Hagen? How are you, brother?
Good.
Gordon, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Yeah, welcome
I
to the
just
team.
checked you out for the first time tonight, man. Yeah, no, I like your channel, dude.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man, 100%.
Yeah, we try to have fun, man. We try to bring people into the YouTube community. There's a lot of fish keepers out there that don't even really know about YouTube. Like they're like, and I go to a lot of the local swaps out here. So me and my buddy Branton here, we kind of came up with this idea. This is like different than normally what we do. We usually bring in like new vendors and we interview them, talk about what they're breeding, their different projects. I really have like a business orientated mindset. So like I really like talking about marketing. I like talking about selling, like brainstorming projects and stuff like that. And
Gotcha.
we kind of have that kind of focus. Usually we try to bring people in that aren't on YouTube because I like just bringing people into the fish fam and doing that. So yeah, just setting the tone for the coming year, I suppose.
Well, for sure. I think the one thing I can say about like, the fish fam is, it's cool because I can find new channels through the fish fam and watching, guys like Hagen's channel, George's channel, whoever's, and I'll connect with people that way. But the other way is just finding a new channel was like, literally I typed in, I'm like, oh, I feel like being involved with the fish community tonight. Let me go to the fish fam link. I go to it. I see who's live and I'm like, okay, don't want to listen to that person. Ooh, who's this guy? Right. Click this person. Right. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I've never seen this one before. And then I listen for about 15, 20 minutes. Then I usually check the channel out. Then I go back. I'm like, I like this. I can stay here.
For sure.
I liken it to like a TV guide for a fish tube.
Yeah.
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 For
Kinda
real.
see what's going on?
Yeah.
Who's going to
No,
be up?
100%. I think it's important. Yeah, I think it's cool. I don't know how they are able to continue to keep up with that. Whoever runs that, I don't know how they're able to keep up with that. God love them, but
Well, a large part of that is the Patreon. So it's small because you only get so much, man, and there's only so many people that want to donate. But they do benefit from that, and that's a large way of being able to show appreciation of the site. I do that. I'm not just calling for money from anybody or anything. I do like just to say that as much as possible because they do.
Oh,
It's got to be a
100%.
labor of love, though. I mean,
Yes,
regardless of money, the time that they got put into it.
As far as running the site, I know Matt is the name of the guy that pretty much does all the background stuff on that, and yeah, it can be quite the chore. So he says.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, no, it's cool, man. So, anyways, nice to meet the people that I've never met in here.
Yes.
Nice to meet you all, and there's only a few of you. I've met Jake, I met George, so.
Yeah, so we got my buddy Stan Pittman here. He's he's at Redneck Aquatics, right? That's the name we're rocking now.
Gotcha.
No.
Right, Stan?
Hey, Gord, move your head over a little bit. I want Branton to see that pink fish. He needs one of them.
Which, sorry?
Move your head over a little bit. I want Branton to see that pink fish. He needs one.
Which
The arowana.
the red ones?
Yeah, the pink ones.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
Yeah, on the camera they look pink. They're red.
Yeah, they're red, Stan.
Yeah, Gordon. We have a running joke with if you've seen that Fish Fam giveaway wheel, freaking Branton was ending up on the pink slot in the wheel for like the longest time. And he's become pink is his thing now. So we just have
Gotcha.
the
Well, I
He
can see
never
what-
wins.
Oh, and he never wins. That's
yeah.
I didn't even know anyone did giveaways. I haven't really checked out the page that much. Literally, I click on it and I say who's live, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'll check this person's channel. I haven't really dove deep into it yet, but I think it's cool nonetheless.
Yeah.
So
So,
Gordon, where are you from?
yeah.
I am from, so cue the Asian air one. I'm from New York. No, I'm from Canada.
Yeah.
I'm from Canada. I'm from Ontario. So just outside of Toronto, a place called, I don't know if you know of it, but Niagara. So Niagara Falls. You've probably heard of Niagara Falls. I'm sure
I've heard
everybody's
of
heard
that.
of Niagara Falls. So I'm on Niagara Falls, Canada, the better side.
The better side.
Yeah, when you go to Niagara Falls, New York, it's like literally like the recession just took it, shat on it, and then just left it there.
Oh my god.
But like on the Canadian side, it's like, okay, this is like our little Las Vegas. So like we need to care about this because this is all we have. Yeah.
Oh my god.
We don't have the real Las Vegas. Yeah. So we need to take care of it. But no, it's nice nonetheless, both sides.
Sweet. So we were all just kind of talking about our plans for the year, and you got any fun projects, plans, goals, stuff you want to hit?
Tighten up the fish room, just tighten everything up. I'm at the stage of the hobby now where I believe that less is more. I'm sure we've all gone through phases, and maybe you're still in those phases and that's what you like, but I have big tanks, so a lot more water volume, a lot more water. When there is water changes, a lot more of water. I am a father of 2 young children, so I have a lot on the go. And so I believe that less is more. So that's what I'm doing. I'm literally cutting it down to maximum 5-6 aquariums, larger aquariums, of course. And then just honing in on the setups. Maybe you're doing some rescapes. I wouldn't necessarily say much of new fish this year. Just maybe setting up an auto change system in the fish room, something like that. But other than that, just honing in on the fish room. In terms of the aquarium hobby, that's the goals.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. What about you guys?
I was talking a little bit, I want to get into, I do smaller tanks. So, nothing over, the biggest thing I got is 35 gallons, I think. And plan on doing some like dwarf cichlids again, because it's been a while since I've dealt with them. And that was probably the most fun I've ever had breeding fish. Going to do stuff like that, and a little bit of what everyone else is talking about, efficiency wise, cleaning up some tanks, not necessarily downsizing, but turning them into more of what I want. I have a lot of guppies, a lot of freaking guppies, because I had doubled down on a bunch of strains because I was consistently selling at all these swaps. And I'm going to take a step back from that because it's more stress than it's worth right now. And so that probably means I'm going to have to do something with a bunch of these guppies, because I'm just going to have a lot of guppies for no reason now.
Yeah, 100%. They breed like crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's mainly my thing, is getting some more aquascapes going. I've been building out aquascapes, and immersed growth is the other thing that I want to do. Like a terrarium.
Aquariums. Yep.
Yeah,
that's cool. You can do immersed growth. I've always wanted to do an immersed tank with archer fish.
Oh yeah.
Cage that bad boy in, put some crickets on the top, and watch them go to town.
Who's got?
That would be cool.
I
saw it at Shed Aquarium. At Shed Aquarium, they fed the archers in front of me, and I was like, "Holy crap! Like this is cool." I had archers, and like I didn't have them in an immersed aquarium when I did have them, and they were cool and all. But to seeing them like that, it was like, wow, this is something that's magical. But yeah, 100%. Immersed growth tanks are dope.
Yeah. I have a video, an intro video on my YouTube page, and in there's these archer fish from a local big box store. It's related to Aquarium Adventures. It's related to Petland, I think. It's like a offshoot of Petland, that corporation. And dude, they have this it's the shape of a bow front, but it's like cut down. So like imagine like a gigantic bow front, but like a low boy, right?
Oh yeah,
and Yeah, so then it's on the ground, and then they have it built up like an immersed setup, and they have 2 or 3 archer fish in there. And I found out through one of the employees that if you go over there and you just kind of like move your finger, they'll shoot you. And so, oh my god, dude,
cool.
it's probably a little bit teasing the fish. Probably should throw some fish food in there, but I couldn't help it. I'm not gonna lie. There was no way I was leaving and not getting squirted.
You said Aquarium Adventures. Where are you located?
So I'm out in Joliet, Illinois.
Oh, so I was just in Illinois. So I was just I was literally just there like not even 2 months ago. I filmed what stores did I visit? Nationwide Aquatics was one of them in Tinley Park.
I saw him post that. I love Nationwide, dude. Jorge's an awesome dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did. I've known him for years. So I did that store. I did Animal Island.
For sure. Yeah. Awesome one.
Yeah. Yeah. That was like a Chicagoland heritage store. That was cool to hear the story about that. And then what other stores did I do? I was supposed to do J4 Aquatics, but I didn't have time. I did DATS Cichlids and Reptiles. That's a banger of a store.
I haven't been there yet. Is it good?
That's a banger, man. Over 450 aquariums from nano fish to monster fish to extremely rare fish to crazy amounts of reptiles. He's even got a pet squirrel in there.
Do you remember what city that was in?
Shit, it's on my channel. I forget.
Yeah, no worries.
I think everything is Chicago. So when I went there, I'm like, I'm in Chicago. And they're like, no, you're not. You're an hour and a half outside of Chicago. I'm like, and then I go back to the next day. So I'm still in Chicago. No, you're not. You're you're about 2 hours the other way now. So I did that one. Shit, what else I do? I did Troy from Cichlid Bros. I did Troy's house.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we filmed his tanks. But yeah, man, I love Chicago. It was dope. Shed Aquarium was by far incredible.
They're
lucky
building,
to have that so close.
I don't know if they have them done yet, but they're building like a planted tank display.
They just renovated the Amazon, and that just reopened, but they're slowly renovating the entire place and redoing all of the enclosures.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I gotta stop by there again. It's been a lot. It's been 3.
It's like a hobbyist. It's a hobbyist aquarium, like public aquarium. Like, have you I've been to the only public aquariums, mind you, I've been to are like places like, very commercialized Ripley's Aquarium, stuff like that, Myrtle Beach, Toronto, stuff like that. But when I went to Shed Aquarium, every aquarium, even the smaller ones, are set up like a hobbyist would, which was like mind blowing to me. They had little saltwater coral tanks. They had anemone tanks. They had saltwater eel tanks. They had again archer aquariums, you name it, electric eels, piranha, and the cool thing was there is that you saw piranha and bucktooth tetras together too, which was like incredible to me. And then when I had piranhas and exodons, I was like, why didn't I think of that? Right. So it was cool.
No, very cool.
I haven't been to the shed probably since I was in school.
You got to go back, man.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm not that far. I'm only an hour away. So
yeah,
dude, you got to go back.
Dude, I was gonna say that's literally like halfway between me and you, man. So like one of these days, dude, we could meet up there, bring the girls, man. We could have a great time. Dude, they got my kid still talks about it, and she was like, dude, she was, I said it was 3 years ago, but it was actually longer because she was like at max 4 years old, and she got to touch. They have a stingray tank or whatever where you could touch the stingrays, and she got to touch one, and she still talks about that shit to this day. It was like that stuck with her. So I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Now that I heard about it though, I'm like, ew, man, they were letting everybody touch the stingrays. Like as I said that, I was like, that's messed up.
Touch me, baby.
Yeah.
That's what got Erwin.
But, hey, I just have to say it. Jorge, well done last night, brother. You made my night.
What do you do?
I had nonstop enjoyment to the point where today I had to literally go over it with the wife again and show her.
I missed this, and I've been hearing about it in chat.
Your speech was incredible throughout the process, and the way that you held that together, my man. Well done. I won't go into detail on it personally, but It was a great episode on George's channel, and I'm glad, Jorge, you handled it like a G, and yeah, good job, man.
I wish I didn't have to do that. I really wanted to have the dialogue because I really wanted everybody to present whatever it is that they were trying to present to make their case. And I really got I got upset that we're all old men. I'm not even gonna say grown men. We're all old men. And the problem was because of the behavior, you never really got to listen to what was really being said. So unless you were paying a lot of attention, a lot of the points that were being made were being missed because of the behavior.
Correct.
And that's what frustrated me the most. It's kind of like,
Correct.
come on, guys. I mean, we can do this. We can still have this debate. I know. I got to the point where I was like, I couldn't. I don't even think my teenagers ever got to that point where I had to tell them settle down.
Dude, that was the same way I would talk to my kids, like my daughter and my son when they're fighting. You guys were fucking chill, right? But no, it was good, man. You know what? What I find the best discussions are always ones over controversial topics. However, you have to have the right people in there to be able to have those conversations, because or you can have the right people and one word just goes a little too far, or maybe a mannerism, like it could be your body language, it could be anything, and it can immediately throw the other person off, or the talking over, and that's the other part too, right? That can really throw people off. So,
well, to be fair, Funk had told me that he didn't think that he wanted to be on because he already had an idea. I guess North Discus North had left some comments on one of his videos, and he was already
I went back. I went back and looked for them too. I was involved in that live.
And he, to be fair, Jason told me, he goes, I don't think it's a good idea for me to be on this live stream. I think I need to sit it out.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I said, okay. But then he came back and he goes, all right, well, you know what? Let's just do it. And I said, okay. But I should have known better, because he was upfront with me and told me that he was already kind of hostile towards that whole situation.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And so it didn't take very much to get under Funk's skin, I guess. And that's kind of what happened there. But
I would have had the same reaction as Funk did. That guy's just kind of hard to.
Yeah, but in all fairness, I still see. I don't know. Maybe I'm assuming that I can put other people's differences aside and be able to still try to listen to what they're telling me, and then try to make a rebuttal without really getting agitated. But I guess not everybody has that ability. And I guess
he got under my skin so bad at Patty's thing that I couldn't have been objective.
But
I want to know, does he actually think Funk's 23?
No. Oh, I think at one point he did, and then kind of.
I think it was the hat. It was like, it was just like,
okay.
He kind of let it at the end. He goes, "No, dude, I'm 49," and that to me was like, "Yeah, dude, that's we're all 50 or older."
Yeah.
I think we could have had this in a different manner,
Yeah.
But
sure.
Is that still up to watch?
It
yeah,
is.
no, I'm not taking it down. I don't pull down videos. Okay, that's not
grab
true.
some popcorn, sit down, grab a beer, and watch it.
Yeah, the only video that I think I've ever pulled down is the one where we got what's the guy, the TikTok bandit on it, and that's because the guy was flinging it all over. Pretty impressive, man, I must admit, it was quite the member. But
you had someone do that?
Yeah, twice in one stream.
So I've heard of this before, and I'm like, people that'll go live, right? Like they're like, man, like you got to be careful when you don't. That's why actually now, if you see on like a couple of my most recent lives I've had with like Joey and stuff, I won't send the link in chat. Like I won't, because I'm like, this. I'm
a little worried every time I do it. I'm like,
and here's the problem: they got pretty smart about it. That they were taking pictures of other
I'm the TikTok bandit.
of other people that were like they would see in the community and use their icon, so that you would click them on, and then once they were on, they do their thing. But I got
It's like that
twice
one
in
guy
one
who's
night.
like always on that news reporter where they're like, "Oh, we're here. What do you think about the weather today?" Effer, right? In the, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, and he gets it every time, and I'm just like, this guy is gold. He's gold, Jerry, gold.
Oh my god,
That's the only live stream that I've had to take down, and it was because of that. It was just.
Well, the only time I would take down a live stream is if it truly, if somebody said take it down, I would take it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, if someone said, "Hey, man, I don't feel comfortable," or "Hey, I didn't get my point across the right way," or "Hey, would you mind taking it down?" And I'd be like, "All right, man, I'll take it down. Well, I'll take it down for you or whatever." But if everyone was like, "Hey, man," which at the end, that's exactly where it left. "Hey, man, I appreciate your opinion. I appreciate yours. And everything was good, and everyone said goodbye to each other." And I was like, "Damn, like this turned around real quick," because I thought it was going left real quick, right? And then it would go back straight again because you'd get your point in, and then that poor who's the other guy there?
Oh, Jose, joy of fish keeping.
He was just I could just picture him and just sitting there quietly looking down. Woo-sa.
Yeah, that was just it was more than what he bargained, I guess, because he wasn't expecting it to be like that. He thought it was going to be like me, a little bit more conversational, even though conversation could get heated. I understand that. Because at the end you're passionate about the point you're trying to make. And that's totally respect. I can respect that.
Yeah.
It's the childish antics that got under my skin.
Yeah. Well, my only thing is if you can have a heated argument with somebody, which I believe that in a lot of times those can be healthy as well, depending on how you carry yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But my point is if you're going to have a heated argument with somebody and you're going to have deep discussions, understand that it's simply just a discussion. Keep that in the back of your mind. It's just a discussion. It's no more, no less. And at the same time, don't take it further than the discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just leave it at that. Don't talk about maybe another person's pimple on their forehead or the way they wear their hat. Or
brought up a few times.
Yeah, they're like, "You're bald." He's like, "I'm bald. You're bald." And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "This is gold. This is gold."
Yeah, no, it definitely sounds like gold because I'm definitely going back and watching this. I'm pissed that I missed it.
It didn't take very long. It didn't take very long for it to become a shit show.
What's the best part? Because I haven't been getting anybody's
shit show.
And I hit the bell on everybody I sub to, and I haven't been getting anybody's barely anybody's stuff. Maybe I'm subbed to too many channels, and I get all the podcast, I get all the other stuff other than the aquarium hobby instead. Because afterwards, I said, "You still doing lives?" He's like, "Oh yeah." And then so I went back, I unsubbed and subbed again just to see if it'll start sending me the notifications more. And then the first time I'm like, "Yes, there he is. He's live." And then I click on it, and I'm like, "What the did I just walk into?"
Well, I wasn't fooled. I knew there was a high possibility that it would get argumentative. I just didn't think the level that it went to. I didn't think it was going to go there. I thought we would probably get a little bit passionate about what we were saying, but not to the point where it kind of became mockery of each other. And then it's kind of like, okay, well, this is kind of losing the importance of why we're having this conversation. But it is what it is. I mean, that by far. I mean, obviously something appealed to people because it's definitely by far the most viewed live stream I've ever done. I've had an equal amount of positive and negative comments, I guess, or not negative, but I consider them negative because it's kind of like, man, I thought this was going to be a little bit different. The behavior was distracting and stuff like that. But none of them did say that they didn't finish watching it, though. They kind of bear through whatever that they weren't liking and ended up watching it.
Listen, the one
So-
thing that one of the things that I've learned from meeting like people, like seeing people on the internet and then meeting them in person, they can be two very much different people. Like I can get a quick image of somebody by looking at them, and we all do it. I don't like the look of this guy, right? right. I don't like him, right? That's it. And now I'm never probably gonna watch your videos. I'm probably or I'm gonna check them out, but you just like there's just something there, right? And meanwhile, you meet him in person, the complete opposite. Why didn't I meet this guy sooner? He's a great guy, right? And so that's the one thing that it's taught me for sure. So you'd be surprised of maybe who you don't watch on the internet, and when you meet him in person, it's a completely different story. Trust me, it's pretty wild. You know what? I used to think he's a friend of mine, but John from KG Tropicals. Okay, I watched a few of his videos. Watched a few of his videos, and by his demeanor in his videos, I never really was. I could never jive with him. I'm like, I'd butt heads with this guy, right? Very opinionated, whatever, but all the right reasons, like spoke the right language, talked about the right things, all the right things for the hobby. And I met him in person. Oh my God, he's a great guy. Such a good guy. And I'm like, wow, right? This is great. Right. And I've met like other YouTubers as well at like expos and stuff like that too. And I'm just like, man, like you're great. Right. So
have you ever met one that you really liked on YouTube and then you met him in person and not so great?
No, not one. Not one. Every single person I've met on YouTube in person I've liked. Every single one.
You haven't met Branton yet.
Wait,
Yeah,
come
on.
Yeah,
I like.
I think also part of the rub for that Funk and I had a little bit was, look, I understand that some people create content a certain way,
correct,
and I always got the impression that Discus North was, just to use the term, I thought he was trying to be a heel in the hobby because it's always kind of like, like the heel character in wrestling, it's the bad guy. It's he's gonna say outlandish things to invoke responses and stuff like that, which I don't have a problem with. That if that's what you're doing, I'm all for it. You do that, you do you. But when you get called on it and you back out of it and you pretend like that's not who you're really trying to do or what you're trying to say, then that to me loses some respect in your personality because I mean, if you're doing something, then own up to it. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no right or wrong way to do this stuff. But don't. I can see with my eyes what I'm seeing, and then when I ask you about it, and you try to, push it off like, no, that's not the case, and it's kind of like, okay, I see where your integrity lies. You're not being honest. So
yeah, I've seen. There's actually, like, I won't say like names or whatever, but there are creators out there that make a wave from hoping to get controversial comments under videos, and then they respond to the comments for more engagement, and then all that does is just keeps pushing and pushing and pushing their channel, growing it, and whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, or whatever the case may be, and it's kind of it's a baiting tactic, I guess. It would be the right word for it. And I've seen that before, and and I've seen it where then they get checked on it, and they don't want to have a real open conversation, like a real, hey, okay, no problem. What did you mean by that? I just want some clarification. Whether it be a live stream in person or whatever, and they don't want to engage in that conversation. So different tactics, I guess, and but who knows, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's
controversy for the sake of conversation is important. Controversy for the sake of controversy is not, right? Like that's like the moral of that story, I guess. Like,
I guess.
I mean,
I don't know. Either way, it seemed like it worked because a lot of people watched it.
Yeah.
So
it all depends. I mean, it's your channel, and if you want promote your channel that way, then you do it that
Everyone
way.
was riding the wave after Mexicali's live, though. I saw the lives popping up. Let's talk
Yeah.
about this, and I'm like, oh no, this is now we got a wave going.
Dang, and I missed the wave.
But you know what's funny? These live streams like this seem to happen like once every year and a half. It always resurfaces the same debate, the same.
Well,
and that's
dude,
kind
I
of
was going to bring up the water change one. It was like a year ago, right?
Yeah.
There was like the big water change controversy. Like no one water changes. Everyone
Kind
water
of
changes.
what the controversy was last night. Well, Dirty Tanks, but same thing.
Well,
Yeah.
and I and it's funny because we never really got to what the topic of the stream was. It all, like I said, it went to a shit show right away.
But it
because
was,
the idea
yeah.
at the core of it, what it was is, why is it that content creators on YouTube affect people's ability to keep aquariums? Because it's funny that sometimes we see, what's the word I'm looking for? Not savvy, but people that have experience hobbyists or fish keepers that have been doing things one way, and just because somebody of influence says, nah, you should do it that way, they abandon every single principle that they had and adopt whatever that is, the new trend is. Where if you're doing it for the sake to see, like what I do, and if you walk into my fish room, you would recognize, oh, you're doing that here, you're doing that here, because I have a little bit of all the different things, because I'm trying to see if there's any truth to what people say that, oh, this is bad, this is good, this is bad. And the only way I'm going to ever find out is if I try it. So a lot of my aquariums are basically like little experiments where I'm trying out different things. I have a section where I'm not running any air. These right behind me are all running air, and they're running different types of filter systems. I've had them all. I've tried canisters. I've hanging on the backs. You name it. I even did the Joey DIY tote sump. Did that too, and it all worked. And that's what I always tell people. At the end of the day, all these systems work. I think what you need to figure out is, what do you need your system for? Because if your goal is to set up one of these beautiful aquascape tanks, of course you're not going to stick a hang in the back or a sponge filter in it. You're going to try to use something that will be a little bit easier to conceal. I mean, so that you can't see it. So you probably want a canister with some glass pipes so that they blend in and you can't see it. I think that's where the filtration really comes into play. What it is what's your objective? Because that might determine which filtration system is probably the best for that. But as far as them working, I haven't found a system that doesn't work. Let me put it to you like that.
My opinion on it is I don't know enough to have an opinion on it.
Yeah,
I'm not a scientist.
and whether I don't know enough to have an opinion. It doesn't matter if you have a PhD in biology. I don't care what it is until you truly tried both and you've succeeded at both. You can form your opinion then, but then even then at that point, does your opinion matter? Because that's what works for you or doesn't work for you.
Who's trying to be the end all know all of stuff,
Yeah.
I feel like this kind of format, being YouTube, should be more about sharing our experiences.
Correct.
And learning from our own experiences and watching our friends, and that's life.
Yeah.
But having some people that have an idea in their head that they know the most, they know, and that's the way to do it, and that's it. That's when problems come about. And it's, to see like the YouTube community and the fish keeping hobby be so coalescent, being something that's one and the same. You don't always get. It's not an encyclopedia. It should be more of a sharing experience.
I agree.
But
I
that's what
remember when
YouTube is for us. So we go to YouTube, we want to know something, so we type it in there and we try to look it up, and and you get a lot of good information, but why can't we separate that knowledge that we gain off of YouTube versus the knowledge that we gain from self-experience? And where does it come into play that our egos are so big that our experience and our knowledge is more valuable than somebody else's?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Why
think
is
that's
that
the
becoming
key
a
there, is that it's the ego of the person, and I think the majority of people that are here creating content don't have that egotistical mentality. There's a few, and the few that are out there are the ones that create all this controversy and it starts where it's kind of like, no, you're doing it wrong, you have to do it this way, and that's where the problem starts. And but I don't know, I've always been of the opinion, I'm not married to any of my ideas. If you have a good argument as to why things are a certain way, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt and try it out. But well, that's not true. I think the older I've gotten, my philosophy has been more like that. Because let's just say that I am right. I could be wrong, and in my opinion, and somebody else might make me understand that. Look, this is why there's some fault in what you're thinking, and I could change that. I mean, I don't have a problem with it.
Yep, 100%, 100%.
When I was looking into YouTube creator types, I was looking into like vidIQ, and I was like learning about YouTube, trying to figure out how to post videos, and like I got a lot of my questions answered, and I stumbled upon this video that it was explaining like the different types of creators, and it was like educators. There's a few of them. The one that stuck out to me was hero, and it sounds cheesy because it's like I'm not a superhero. No. A hero type of creator is the type of person that shares their experience and teaches through experience. The goal isn't teaching, but you end up teaching by just showing and sharing and everything.
It's not an instructional video, so to speak, but it's not, today we're going to learn how to do this. No,
it's indirectly teaching by showing.
Right.
Yeah. And when I looked into that, I was like, wow, that's why I said earlier, like, I'm not a scientist. Like I cannot explain to you the freaking molecular properties of water and how GH and KH and all that stuff goes together, because I don't have the brain for that. But I do understand like a lot of the nuances of things, and I have experience through what I've done. And when I put all those things together, I was like, you know what? I think that this is like the niche or the best way of like, if I wanted to teach or show, it wasn't by directly doing it. It was just being like, hey, this is what I'm doing, and explaining everything, and being the hero type of creator, kind of just
showing how you're doing it.
Yeah, it just kind of fit the most naturally, I think, for fish keeping. Because there are stuff that's like math, right? Like math is like very 1 + 1 = 2. Shit, if you watch Terrence Howard, he'll tell you that 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. Physics reference. If you guys all got that, all right. So
to be honest, I think that's why Joey did so well and why he took off. Not only the fact that it wasn't really happening when he really started taking off, there wasn't a whole lot out there. But if you watch his videos, he's not saying, he never says, this is how you do it, you should do it this way. Everything that he puts out is, look what I'm doing, showing and sharing. This is how I built it. This is what I'm doing, step by step. And it's not ever once to say you should do it this way. And that was always a big appealing thing to me about his channel. To be honest, when I started watching YouTube to help me out with aquariums, his was the first to come up. And the things that are out there now versus the kind of content that he created, it was it's a different sort of. God, I lose my track of thought sometimes. It's a different format that people are using nowadays, and whether or not you want to like advertise something or whether you're in for it to make money, that's all cool.
Yeah.
And anyone can do that. But
Mhm.
I find for myself personally, the most valuable information out there is people that are just sharing what they're doing.
Yeah.
And even you, Jorge, the things that got me watching your channel was today I'm doing this, and this is how I did it,
Yeah.
and it was never of the. If I want to go to lectures and listen to somebody tell me the right way to do it, I would be in college about it. I don't want to do that.
Mhm.
I want to do it my way, but at the same time, I'd like to see how other people are doing it.
Mhm.
Hey, New Zealand's in the house. What's up? What's
I
up?
think
What's up,
I
Cam?
think when you talk about when you look at the wealth of knowledge that's out there now, it's a lot of people doing something that you may or may not have seen before, but in their own way, right? And what I like about that is because when we talk about like everything's been done before, well, not necessarily, because you haven't added your touch to it. Because all that
Right.
information was available years and decades and decades and decades of years ago, you know, or however long, you know, fish tanks have been around. But we won't go there. You know, it's the fact that I can watch your channel and your channel and your channel and then get your little tidbits from your mistakes, from your wins, and then I can take that back to my fish room. Or if I feel like exploring different avenues of fish keeping, like if I want to look out into dirted tanks, who's the first creator I'm going to go to when I want to look into dirted tanks? Right. So I'll go to his page and I'll
Patty.
look it up and I'll see the
Patty's
wins.
the first one. Go to Patty.
Yeah. And when I want to look at, you know,
What?
somebody that houses, I don't know, sturgeon. You know, I'll look at guys like Cow Turtle and all those people out there, right? Just different.
Cow turtle, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Turtle
So
reminded me of that channel. I love it.
yeah, Cow Turtle, Eel Pit guy. Yeah, he has the Eel Pit.
Eel pit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's my buddy Nick. He's a great guy. But yeah, no. So you know, like it's cool because now back then creators didn't. There wasn't even the idea or inkling that you could make money off of YouTube. Right? There was no like they never got paid back then, but people were still creating videos. So, Mr. Saltwater Tank, Dustin's Fish Tanks. He was creating videos. Who else was creating videos with no money? John KG Tropicals was for some time. A lot of people were, and then now, I think once people see some of the successes that you can earn from YouTube, they have this idea in their head again, because there's YouTubers, not fish YouTubers. I'm just talking about YouTubers in general, like Mr. Beasts out there, you name it, and they're earning all this money, and they think, oh, this is a big cash cow for me. When in reality, there is a financial like there's a rewarding side of it financially if you can get it to be that far, but what I find is when you completely take out the idea of money from it, personally, this video is going to make $0, right? Or whatever the case may be. And you just take that idea out of it. Just don't even think about the money, the watch time, how to hook them in 15 seconds. Don't think about any of that. Just make it the way you want it to come across. Eventually, you'll build an audience of people that like you for your authenticity and you that because you're being you. And then naturally they just kind of come along for the ride. And you know, it could take you somewhere. It may not, but at least you're having fun while you're doing it.
That's
right?
the key right there, man.
Right.
Yeah.
At least you're having fun. At least you're meeting new friends. At least you're going to expos and you're traveling the world at your own expense or at somebody else's. It doesn't matter. You're meeting people.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's the key, man. This live streams like this is really, it's a don't know. It's proof right there, dude. Like I'm connected with 5 people from different parts of the world. We actually had Jeff too. We had in the chat, dude. We had people from freaking New Zealand, from Hawaii, from like all, dude. How the hell
Canada.
else did we come in contact with all
Pretty
these other
cool.
people?
We got Canada here.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like freaking.
Canadians.
Depending on the day of the week, I might be from Mexico.
Yeah, right. So
Last
dude,
night,
it's like-
Jorge, I'll leave. Never mind.
Well,
hey guys,
I was gonna comment something, but I thought like, oh, someone in the chat's probably gonna take it a little too far and think I'm serious on something. I'm like, I'll just message Jorge privately.
Yeah, you do gotta be careful with this sometimes, right?
Japan. We have somebody here from Japan.
Japan, there you go.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eyeball Pirate.
It's pretty cool when you look at your analytics and
What's
you see
up,
where
man?
people are watching from. Like it's pretty wild. Like 9% of my audience is Canadian. The rest is primarily American, India, UK. It's pretty wild, man. When you see all the countries that people are watching you from, it's pretty nuts to think about. And that's why I always say turn your translator button on or whatever the hell it is when you upload a video, because man, people will watch you in different languages.
Yeah, AI is getting a lot better. And I today I was watching a video that was from Germany that was in English, and there was one guy that's from Uruguay, and his videos are getting automatically translated into English. So I thought that was kind of neat. And I know Spanish, so I'm listening to the translation from the Spanish to the English, and usually a lot of the old apps would misrepresent what the person was trying to say, but it's come along so much that it's almost dead on. Exactly what he said in Spanish was almost word for word, even with innuendos translated into English, so that you understood what the context of what he was saying in Spanish.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask real quick. You said about the translation. So when is that just like built into YouTube?
Yeah, it's
Like
in studio. It's in studio.
It's in studio?
I don't know if you do it like on your computer or through your phone, but
Sure.
like I upload through my computer and through my Mac, and then there's like an option there when you go into like show more options, and then you just make sure that it's turned on like language that you're selecting. Make sure you're selecting the right languages and this and that, and then YouTube will kind of just do its thing and translate it all out for you. Yeah.
Sweet.
Now, is
Thank you
that
for
something
that
you only have to
bit of
click
info.
one time, or is that every upload?
I think it got the hang of it after so many uploads. I don't remember if I ended up having to click it one time or I have to click it every time. I'm just kind of like when I upload a video now, it's just kind of autopilot.
I think you set it and forget it, because mine are set up automatically for English and Spanish. But I need to go back, and now that I started seeing this where I'm seeing from other countries, I need to start selecting some of the other languages, because you just don't never know who's going to watch it.
Yeah.
So
Moneyless Maven, Shirley. I've made new friends. I've made more new friends in this hobby in the last year than I've made in my 42 years. Right.
This comment really hits home with me, man, and it's so
pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's so true.
Like I'm not an introvert by any means, but I mean, like since I became a dad and stuff, I guess I'm more introverted, more into politics, more right. You know how it goes. But you know when if I tell this to people all the time, like if I would have told you 3 years ago that I'd be sitting on, I'd have a YouTube channel and I'd be making videos and being live with people I've never met before in person and having a conversation with them. If someone would have told me I'd be doing that, I'd be like, you're crazy.
Crazy, right, dude?
But it does, man. And I'm so thankful for it. And it takes a lot to get me out of my comfort zone anyway. I can only speak for myself, but it was pretty cool, man. Meeting all these people. And I will say, what you see somebody on the internet may not be what they're like in person. So don't judge a book by its cover. Try not to the best you can. If you meet them in person, they're probably a different person. Trust me.
All right.
Now, real quick,
I think
where's that setting? I got Studio pulled up right now, and I'm not.
Hold on.
Is it on your? Are you on your computer, Brandon?
Yeah.
All right, for sure, because that's he was going through his computer.
All right,
Yeah, I
let's
am
pretend
curious.
to do an upload. Let's pretend to do an upload. Upload. Okay, there. Fuck. It's gonna upload as a short. No. Shit. No, wait. No, we're good. Okay.
Sorry, we're all learning about
It's a
YouTube. right now.
21-second video here, so hold on here. Related video. No. Remix.
Do you
No,
have
it's
to-
uploading as a short. Never mind. Hold on. I can't do that one.
So you have to do it as you're uploading. You can't do it.
Yeah,
after.
as you're uploading. From
All right,
my
that's-
understanding, and
No,
I may be
but
wrong.
That seems right because I went through all the options for editing my video like after the fact, and I don't see any of the options unless I'm just dumb. Because like I said earlier, I am a literal technological caveman. So
So it has to be done. It has to be done on tag products. No, I don't want to do that. It has to be done on a computer.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely not in the
On
the
right?
mobile.
yeah, it's definitely not in like on here. It's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's got to be. I think it is on the computer because it's different. There's a lot more options when you go on the computer than the mobile.
There's another Canadian. There's another Canadian in the chat. He's a part of my
Yeah.
fish club.
Gord.
Red Laser.
Oh,
Yeah.
Red
I remember when he
Laser?
met me. He said, "Gordon, watch your channel. I'm Gord," and I was like, "Huh?" I'm like,
Love
"What
it.
do you mean?" It was funny. It was a good
Two
conversation.
Gordons, one chat.
But
That's
Ooh.
the quota. We got 2. We don't need any more.
Yeah.
all right, guys. We're gonna call this here because this is by far the longest live stream I've ever done. We're almost at 3 hours.
Soft.
So I know, dude.
What do you
I
got to do on a Saturday night?
I
You
gotta
can
put my
talk
kid to sleep.
fish.
Kyle,
And you're
before
talking
you
about
go-
having more kids. Forget about being able to live stream.
I was gonna say,
Don't scare me like that, man. I'm gonna make it
I'm not
happen.
scaring you. I'm just being real.
Vibes is live if we want to go over there and storm his show. So
Who is?
Vibes.
Oh shit, have we been running
Who's-
over him?
Yeah.
Oh,
a little bit.
Vibes. I was like, who's Vibes? No, I know who Vibe is.
Yeah,
Vibes.
Vibes.
Okay, good Vibes.
All right,
Gotcha.
Kyle,
Alright,
can I
so-
tell you thank you before you hop
Yeah.
off? I just got your stickers today, and I got your note written down on the slip inside, and you gave us a little bit of extra, and I want to say thank you. It was very sweet of you, and the stickers are awesome, man. I put them in little baseball card carriers
Oh,
to
sweet.
protect them because I just want to save them that way, and they're awesome. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, Kyle, man, I watched some videos briefly. I said my internet was down. Actually, I was just checking your channel out. I'll be honest with you. Just checking you out, man. But good videos, man. Keep it up. And nice meeting Stan. And then Stan, Jesus. Hold on. Pause. Don't end this live yet. What do you got going on there?
The sticker
Oh, I
collection.
want to see the fish tanks.
Oh, it's
You got to watch his video. You got to watch his channel.
Oh,
You
Did
just
someone,
gotta-
someone hit Stan's channel in here.
Oh, he's
So-
trying to show off Kyle stickers. That's what
yeah,
he's doing.
Gordon. Have you seen these stickers here?
Which ones are those ones?
These are
The
Fishroom
garbage pail
punks.
kid inspired stickers.
No, those are
I
sick.
make these.
They're awesome.
So,
I just got mine today. I was gonna do an unboxing, but
Make
Branton
Stan big.
beat me to it.
Oh yeah,
Man.
yeah. I'll make Stan
Make
big.
them
Hey,
big
Stan, show
so
those
that
off.
we can see the stickers. Oh, never mind. He went back.
Oh,
Hey,
there you go,
Stan.
Stan. Do it
Ah,
again,
God damn
Stan.
it. Stan, show those stickers off again.
He can't hear us.
Oh, he can't. Yeah. He's like, what the hell am I doing live?
You're like, screw
Oh,
you guys. You guys weren't
but,
paying attention to me earlier.
But yeah, I make these stickers. They're called Fishroom punks. The garbage pail kids inspired. They're based off Fishkeeper personalities. I just busted out a creator series. It's highlighting a couple of the bigger creators in the community. And,
Oh yeah,
a few of our own. Yeah, a few of our
They're
own.
awesome.
who have you done?
So videos are out, so I can mention them. Aquarium Co-op Corey. I did Prime Time. Zen Ginger. Stan was one of them. That was actually before he just started creating content. So I've actually been meaning to ask him if I need to change his sticker name to his channel name so we can actually get that channel popping in those stickers so people know about his channel. Because I like people to use them or to be able to use them to advertise their channels as well. So I give him a little shout out on there. But then I did Father Fish. I think Father Fish, I haven't been a big like watcher of the channel because I don't really do like the all just straight up natural tanks.
Oh
I
yeah,
do,
100%.
But
the father fish sticker's perfect.
it's
Yeah.
my favorite sticker I've made.
Yeah,
Like it
perfect.
is. I wish I had. I don't know if I have one.
Brandon's got.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to check out my video there, Gordon, you can.
Oh yeah,
it's my
Brant.
most
Yeah,
recent
Brant made a video of
Okay.
it.
Brent, what's your you're in here? What's your channel?
Give me 1 second. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
You know what? I got a pack of them that I had.
He's opening them up
Ooh,
like Pokemon
fresh.
cards now.
Hell
Yeah.
Fresh.
This
pack.
is incredible. Let me see this.
Yeah. So this
They're
is
awesome.
the creator series. This is a logo pack that I put together. You open it up, rip it open, just like kind of
Make
like
your
a
screen
Yeah.
big.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
make your screen big. Yeah.
All right, so
Why are we squinting when you can be full screen?
right.
Yeah, there we go. Much better.
So this is the YouTube creator series. Don't mind my smashed finger there.
No, it's okay.
So we got Zen Ginger.
There, Gordon, that video's in the chat there.
Oh, thanks, man.
We got
That's Father
Fish.
That's funny.
Grab the gunk.
Grab the
And then
gunk.
this is another one of my favorites. What the Fish, Stephen P. He hooked me up with a bunch of his fish drawings so I could give their channel a shout out. It is
There's so many channels I don't even know of yet. So keep going. Yeah.
dude, yeah, Stephen P. You definitely got to check his channel out.
Oh
man.
wait, I know of him. He's got glasses, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. He was live last night. Yeah.
yeah. Friday nights. Yep.
That one's one of my favorites, dude.
Serene Scene Stefan. This is our buddy Lush and Salty.
Yeah, actually, you
We got
mentioned being
Mr.
in
Prime
Chicago.
Jason
Gordon, you
Adams.
mentioned being in Chicago. Lush and Salty, he's in Chicago.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, his fish room, man.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
Jeff Kane.
Yeah, we got Jeff Kane right
that
here.
one's my absolute favorite.
Jeff Kane.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
He's Empire of Dirt Aquatics.
Okay.
And then we got Stanley, Sturdy Stan.
Sturdy Stan.
Sturdy Stan.
That's the best.
And then we got Cooperative Corey.
Gotta mess the teeth. Never mind.
So
That's cool, man. That's awesome that you do that, dude.
oh,
Yeah,
thank
and all
you.
your other ones are awesome too. Just the random characters that you
Their
make.
personalities.
Yeah, so this
Yeah,
is like
it's so
I guess
cool
this
that
is
you
the
do
best kind of idea. It's like Channel Clout Charlie, you know, those guys that are going out into the freaking Florida channels to find super rare exotic species that they just picked up from a pit store and put in there or whatever, and you know,
staged.
stuff like that. Yeah, we got Monster Fish Marty. You might be a Monster Fish Marty, actually. You like those monster fish over there, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I like nano fish. I got shrimp right in front of me, man.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I got shrimp. I got a little planted shrimp tank. I got Congo tetras. I got nano fish.
That's sweet. So hey,
Yeah.
Jeff Kane there. But all right.
Okay, switch this all back.
What's up? Oh yeah.
So you
Yeah,
can say
let's-
goodbye to everybody.
Yeah, let's say goodbye to everybody and we will
I'll hit you up for one of those, man. Those are cool, dude. Those are
yeah,
really
for
cool.
sure, man. I could do international shipping, no worries, man. Yeah, I got
that's cool, dude.
international
That is
flights.
cool. Yeah.
So-
That'd be really cool. But yeah, man, no, it was nice meeting all you guys that I haven't met before, and I'll be definitely be tuning in again. Jorge, you are a legend for last night, my man, and I'm going back to watch it again.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely checking that stream out. And anybody else, go check out Vibes. Go check out Branton's video if you want to see the rest.
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
Brenton. I hold on. Did I get to your channel? Yeah, Fishroom Punk Creator Series from Outside in Aquatics. Branton Lightcap subscribed. Oh, I've already okay. I subscribed. We're good. All right. Okay.
All right, guys.
All right, guys.
See y'all
Later.
later. Much love. Thanks for hanging out. See y'all.
See ya.
Cool.